Welcome back to Numbers on the Board.
Numbers on the board, yes!
Good old Saturday episode. Thank you so much for clicking the video. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to leave a like. On today's episode, we got to talk about the tanking problem. The NBA might be putting their foot down. We got so much more. Fellas, how we doing today?
I woke my neck hurt.
Your neck in your back?
Nah, I think I
Hey, why is that funny, KB?
Because I don't know. That's the first thing that he said.
because it just started to really dawn on me that I slept wrong.
How do you sleep?
You have a
I don't know.
crook in your neck?
Yeah,
What was it? Good sleep.
it was good sleep.
So maybe worth it.
Yeah,
What were you doing to go to sleep?
Nah.
nothing.
No, I'm saying like, if you slept wrong, you maybe was on your phone or something.
Oh, I was on my phone, but I don't know.
That
You on
damn
your phone
phone.
every night.
It's
is what you
always
about
the
to say.
phone.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wonder how you slept wrong.
What do you
Yeah.
do on your phone before sleep? You like doom scrolling?
YouTube or Twitch. That's usually the main go-to. Usually rival stuff or either just like,
Do you fall asleep with it in your hand?
no, it's usually sitting on my nightstand.
Ah, okay.
Or either
This is interesting.
So you got like a little mini TV or whatever, because you
Yeah.
probably have to stand on your back. Yeah.
Why don't
kickstand.
you use the real TV?
I don't really want to keep the fiance up.
Okay.
Cause she the one that works, so I'm not.
She's just doing this for fun.
Yeah,
Well, no, like
she the breadwinner.
I don't get paid for this.
like she has the
Real job.
Yeah.
Right, I feel you. Okay, yeah, that's cool. What, Mike P? What's up, man?
I'm feeling good. You say what's up like that for? Just ask how we
Because
doing.
we all had a conversation about like 2026. We all trying to elevate the looks of the show.
Yeah, I wasn't playing.
And in my mind, Saturday's like, oh, we just chilling. We kick it back. Wear a hoodie and some sweat. Darrick got a sweats. I got the hoodie and the cap on. You come out with the fur joint. Pierre got the shades and the. Y'all gotta let me know.
So
It's not.
For
It's
me-
not a fit. It's just like everyday style.
That's just you.
for me, it's how I feel in the morning. So I was gonna wear this yesterday, but I woke up and I was like, I don't want to put that much time into getting ready. So that's why when I walked in, he had the brown on. So I'm glad you had your brown on, even though we wearing brown
Oh, yeah,
together
true.
again.
You guys said that yesterday too. I think both of them wore brown as well, and you was like, I'm glad I ain't put my brown on.
Brown is a good color. That's a good color.
You pulled the D Mills.
Oh, you said nah, I didn't hear him say yesterday. I thought he just said that about today.
We
My
both
bad.
wearing brown.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have said it today because we both wearing brown. This like purple. My glasses
Yeah.
making it look a little brown or gray. Purple is gray. But yeah, man, I'm just on whatever type of time. My biggest thing is getting away from the logos. Logo. I got to get out of it. I'm saying that like I didn't go LV down at the live show, but I'm trying to get away from the logos, step my shoe game up in a different direction. Cause I don't know. I look at my shoe collection. I don't even really wear a lot of the stuff that I was going out my way to get. I got
I'm
all these
actually mad.
Jordans and
I'm looking for somebody in my family that just wears a size 12. Really, at this
But
point.
see, I don't know if I'm at that level to where I want to give them away.
Not giving away, but there's definitely shoes. It's like I can't picture myself kind of wearing these.
Speaking of that, I'm cutting you off on purpose.
That's fine.
I got a bag
Is
in
that
my
the first
trunk.
time that's ever happened?
I
Not
got
to
a
cut you
bag
off,
in
but
my
this time.
trunk that I've been supposed to give you for months,
Yeah.
and we keep leaving, and I just never give you the bag.
It's
so
great.
today, let's try to make sure that I give you this bag, because every time I put groceries in my car, I'm like, I got this bag, and it's been in this car for
I
about
have some
4
clothes I'm supposed to
months.
give the same person, my cousin. It's just been sitting in like my storage unit.
Yeah.
I was supposed to have been drove over there and just giving it to him. Like
Yeah, I
a
keep
long
forgetting.
time.
That's how I feel about Goodwill bags. Sometimes I
They
put
just
them
sit
in my
in the car?
car, and then they
Remind
just
me.
sit there, and I'll be like, bro, I keep driving past Goodwill.
And
I
it's
just
crazy because
know,
I
thank
worked
you.
at Goodwill. It only takes 2 seconds because they
Really?
come
Yeah.
out and take the bags out your
Right,
car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we dive into the show, though, I want to give a special shout out to our community. I want to shout out to my boy Christian. We were able to drop the day in the life with the Charlotte Hornets yesterday, and the response has been incredible. Almost got like 30,000 views in like 20 hours. So shout out to everybody that was anticipating that. The love has been real. And more so than the views, when I was going through the comments to show love, because I try to show love. That's my new thing. Showing love to people that's showing love. Because if somebody says something, maybe it was a J. Cole song on his new album, where he says something like, it could be like 1,000 comments, but people always gonna reply to like the negative one. So I'm like, that you're right. So I'm going in, trying to find everybody that's showing love, giving love back. And there was a few comments that was like, hey, like this. comment it. Let's make this go up. And like to see other people feeling that type of way. I've also saw comments on Instagram for clips that was like, man, I don't know none of y'all personally, but just watching how y'all have grown over the years. So we got a real community that shows some real love, and I want to salute that, and I want to kind of build on top of that. Yeah, show that some love, share it, like it, comment. Every comment matters. And then if you see it on social media and you're a fan of a team or a player, comment and let your favorite team or player know. You want us to pull up and do that for your favorite team, because there's some cities that I haven't been in, and some players and teams I haven't met and been a part of, and this is something that we want to definitely expand on. And I think this is a little lane for me, to get into, and we could take over the game and give y'all something that I was, wanted to see when I was a kid. I always wanted that behind the scenes look. So shout out to y'all, man.
I don't know if you said it, but that's at the Enjoy Basketball YouTube channel. Go over there, newest video.
Check that out, man.
Check it out for sure. We got to drop the mic?
This our first show from the live show, right?
Yeah.
Like the first full
show. Yeah.
Of course, we got to drop the mic. Somebody in my stream came in there and they just said, this season has went by like so damn quick. We're already basically at like the second half of the season. Right around the corner is really the playoffs. And he feels exactly right. I feel like just yesterday we were kind of starting all the, the NBC shows and everything like that. We're almost done with the season. I just want to say, what teams still have the most work to do to get ready in preparation for the playoffs?
Honestly, bro, is it crazy to say every team?
That's the first answer that popped in my mind.
It's always every team, but I think in terms of like your goals and how far you are from them in terms of like where you are right now.
Got you.
So if the Rockets, I think the expectations seem like they kind of toned down a little bit from what they are. They still need to figure out how the hell they're going to close out games. They need KD to be KD, but the other guys need to still be ready for the moment.
So I'll go to New York Knicks. Okay. Since Karl Towns is still complaining about the offense and him not really understanding his role. And
when he complained?
It was after the game against Detroit. He said our offense has been our offense for this whole year.
Is that him complaining, or is that him answering the question?
But I think in a way, he probably still feels like he don't understand his role within the offense. So if your number two option still seems like he's disgruntled with how the offense operates, you got some work to do when it comes to playoff time.
When you watch the Knicks and you see certain games where they may be not at their best, or you maybe want more, is a lot of it the offense? Or if you look at and highlight the last couple of years where the Knicks have needed room for growth, would them pinpoint be the offense?
No, because I think Jalen Brunson is there, so you obviously have enough. But I think sometimes like your offense is supposed to be your strong suit, because like defensively, like y'all are okay team, but y'all are never gonna. I can't see where y'all locking up. So y'all offense had to be like exponential.
Can y'all be at y'all fullest potential, kind of like without Cat being at his? Because that's still y'all second best player, second best offensive player. If he can't be, the defensive woes are already there. If he not doing what he has to do offensively, he damn near unplayable. It's like we'd rather throw Mitchell Robinson in, and Mitchell Robinson got his woes.
I kind of understand what you're saying, but I feel like you could say that for almost any team.
Mm-hmm.
If one of their key players ain't at his best, that changes the landscape for
it's been an actual thing with Cat though, more than I think some of the other second players. Like Cat is one of the main reasons why we kind of look at the Knicks and say they have the talent to win a championship, but there's some humps they still have to get over.
Yes and no, in my opinion. Cat has not been the greatest shooting big that he claims to be this season. Mm-hmm. He hasn't been as aggressive. Hell, last episode we were talking about that Pistons matchup, I mentioned how Javonte Green switched out on him a few different times and was able to clamp up. But I think I don't even want to say offensive problems, because the offense is still really good, even with Karl Towns not playing like this.
His team is good too. We're talking like this team is playing.
Yeah, they just won 8 in a row before they lost like a couple. I kind of look at it as a whole. I think Brunson has lived up to everything, even if he's had performances where opposing teams put that bigger defender on him and he's struggling. But I think it's not just Cat. I think Mikal Bridges, who had a little stretch where he was starting to look like the version of the team, or the version of the player they traded for, but he hasn't been the version of him that they wanted. I think it's just more of a collective thing.
Where was OG Anunoby?
Hey, I promise you.
Everybody talked about Karl Towns. I was looking for where OG Anunoby was.
Since the Christmas game, we're on the broadcast, they said that OG had been talking with Dirk, working with Dirk, learning with Dirk on how to be a consistent shooter. His ass has not been consistent at all. And he started the season off at like 40-some%.
And he's down to 36 right now.
So,
And on top of that, to my point that I was kind of making with Darrick, even with some of these things that y'all are talking about from an offensive standpoint, the offense has been really good.
yeah.
You have to, if you're OG Anunoby, if you're Mikal Bridges, and you're the Knicks, at some point, Cade Cunningham can't single-handedly dismantle the entire defense. I'm not saying that they locking up. I'm not saying nobody's locking up. Nobody's looking at their roster with Cat back-ending the defense and thinking we're just going to eliminate an entire team. But with a team that missed their all-star center, missed their heart and soul, the front court was thin as hell, they got everything that they wanted to get off of the strength of Cade Cunningham. And again, I'm not trying to overreact as a Knicks fan because it was one game. They've beaten the hell out of us 3 games, but we're really having a conversation over the last game that happened. But still, that's when I look at some of those things of like, hey, the up and down of Karl-Anthony Towns, his role, all of these different things, it still has produced an incredible offense. So I'm not going to sit here, and I said this early in the year, I'm not going to sit here and have this continuing conversation about Karl-Anthony Towns and his role and how he feels about it, because to me, that's a slob of bullshit. He's too talented to be trying to convince us that he don't understand his role. His role is to go and punish a Javonte Green. His role is when Jalen Brunson and you will have a 2-man game going and you're doing a dribble handoff, punish these motherfuckers. Make outside shots. Be a force on the glass. It's a very simple role. This is not like a fucking shot-creating guard that's trying to figure out how he stands next to Brunson, right? And we seen in that Pistons game, he had 15 straight off. Did it look like he didn't know his role in?
No.
When he has these amazing scoring games, there's no conversation about role. But as soon as he's not living up to a certain expectation, it becomes, man, he's saying he don't know his role. Fuck the role. In order to win a championship, and we look at these other teams, they know how to get stops when it's needed. We're going to put points on the board. That's going to happen. We're going to score points. But we got to be able to get timely stops. That's how we all have, I almost said glazed. We've all, been so impressed with the Nuggets over their time. They ain't never necessarily just locking motherfuckers up.
24th in defense.
But they get timely stops all the fucking time. 3-minute stretch, just lock in. That's all. So miss me with the offensive talk with these motherfuckers. You want to win a championship, get a fucking stop. Very simple. And OG is getting paid $40-something million. Mikal Bridges ain't getting that much now, but he's going to want it. Karl-Anthony Towns has been on all of these winning teams. You're not going to be able to get over the hump until you can make timely stops. Miss me with the offensive shit, man. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. All of these teams are going to go through some type of thing for the most part. The Rockets, that's what I mean. Amen Thompson is going to face something in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He's going to face something.
Well, that was my team. I saw the stat from their last game. Amen Thompson shooting 60% at the rim and 30% everywhere else, and then 19% from 3. So it's like he's either at the rim, he's super efficient, or everything else is just like, let him do whatever he's going to do. Coming into the season, we had that episode trying to figure out contenders. I had said that I don't think the Rockets were contenders going into the season. That was after Fred VanVleet had ended up with his injury and everything. They had a spot in the season where I shifted, where I was like, oh, I can see this team doing it. I'm back at the point where I'm like, my original take that they can't win 4 playoff series to win. And I feel especially like that because of Steven Adams not being there. He's such a minuscule part to the overall thing in your mind, but he's so important. And now if you look at the stats since Steven Adams has been out, they've been a better offensive rebounding team than their opponent, but they were godly with Steven Adams on the roster. And now it's kind of like balancing out. And if they don't have that punch to get the extra 7 possessions a game or so, their offense is just not good enough. And I look at them, as far as you said, like living up to their expectations. They traded for a 37-year-old superstar who's still everything that they imagine. He's the most efficient dude ever, and he probably will be next year too. But when you make that time leap, even though they still do have all the young players that if the post Kevin Durant thing don't work, you still got Amen, you still got Shin going, yada, yada. your window is like now and maybe next year and maybe the year after. I don't know how long Kevin Durant's gonna be Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
But this season feels like a wash if they can't make a deep playoff run, and I just don't think they have enough talent to make a deep playoff run.
That's why I was so shocked that they didn't like make any trades at the deadline. I thought they would have been a team that was like desperate a little bit just because they know their window is so small and like maybe they do just feel like, hey, we'll just wait till Fred come back, but that just means you're waiting a whole nother year.
Do we know anything about Fred coming back? Because he got injured during the offseason.
Wasn't
I
that
haven't
that was
seen
like the
it.
beginning of the offseason though? Or no, that was
No,
the
it
end of the
wasn't.
offseason.
It was right before training
It was right
camp.
before training
Yeah.
camp.
September, yeah. Oh, he confirmed a couple days ago that he will not be returning this year.
No.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
And
I
he-
think they one of those weird teams that like they probably wanted to make a move, but what do you give up? They still figuring out what they
Yeah.
value a little bit. I think they have like a point of view, but like good thing they didn't go get Kobe White.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
Maybe
Kobe
they
White would've been
maybe
good.
knew something, and
100%.
Charlotte was probably like, "We'll take the chance on it." But
No,
Ayo
Charlotte
Dosunmu-
didn't know because that's why they had to.
Oh
give
yeah,
up
they
on
had
that
to
pick.
reverse
Yeah.
the pick. Yeah, Ayo Dosunmu would have been a great pickup for them.
He
would've.
didn't cost much, in what, 3 seconds or whatever?
Yeah, I think that would have been a steal for them, and he
But-
fits their identity.
From every report, the Rockets and the Bulls talked a lot over the deadline, and the Bulls just wanted too much.
Okay.
Yeah, they wanted Tari
They want
Eason
Tari.
or Jabari.
Yeah.
They did
I
want
just-
Tari Eason, yeah. For a
but-
minute, we thought Tari was coming to Chicago because we didn't know anything about Kobe White's injury or whatever. But yes,
But even, let's be real, Kobe White on that team does not change
Yeah,
them to a contender all of a sudden. He helps with their creation
yeah.
on and off the ball, but that I don't think that's a move that you like, yeah, now the Rockets here. Maybe I would have been wrong, but I don't feel that way.
I would have
I would have liked it too, for sure.
I would have liked it. As far as continuing your question, I think my first initial thing was a little bit of everybody, and that I woke up with that on my mind. Well, I went to bed with that on my mind to get here and say like we talk so much about the Western Conference and how tough that's going to be, and as a Knicks fan and just like a non-biased fan as well, I look at the Eastern Conference and it's like I don't think it's going to be sweet out there, man. Detroit is real. Regardless of if you think they're going to go to the finals or not, because I see people constantly aiming on Detroit as if they could be good enough to go to the finals. Fuck all of that. They're built for the playoffs. I've been saying that since last playoffs. They just have that physicality. They have that structure. They have some flaws as well that we can point out, and I think it's going to be interesting to see how they can overcome them in a 7-game setting because teams will try to exploit it. But they're tough as nails. 7-game win streak for the Cavaliers. Like just really thriving right now. James Harden has kind of rejuvenated that team. The Knicks are still a team that you can't count out. I know everybody wants to talk like the world is ending when the Knicks have a tough loss, but they've won 7 of their last 10 and we're just on a 8-9-game winning streak. The Celtics are still a team that you have to consider. Milwaukee has quietly won 3 in a row.
Hey, we're going to talk about that.
I
The
can't-
Hornets are
I
are
can't
having
stop
tough
thinking about
losses.
the Cavaliers with the James Harden situation. And I know Darius Garland obviously missed games, but even like from watching when Darius Garland was there, this Cavaliers team moves so damn different with James Harden, and they still have a long way to go. Like
For sure.
competition wise, they still got to beat some really good teams and stuff like that. But is it just a gap between Darius Garland
And
and,
I didn't even
James
mention,
Harden?
I'm sorry, I didn't even mention Toronto and Philadelphia, who are just like matchup-based opponents.
Yeah.
Because like you go into Philadelphia and be like, oh, the Sixers ain't had the greatest year, but then it's like you go into the playoffs and it's like, oh, Embiid and
Doing
Paul
something,
George is here and
yeah.
they ready, and it's like, oh, this is a whole different. I've experienced that as a Knicks fan, where Embiid is like, oh, I'm gonna just go 75% me, and it's still the world difference.
Yeah, I would be surprised if we had first-round sweeps in either
Right.
conference.
Yeah.
I think a lot of these teams are good. That question is good, though. Is the difference between Darius Garland and James Harden that large? Where, like, I mean, Jared Allen's been putting together some ridiculous games.
Yeah.
Just a few years ago, Darius Garland and Jared Allen had one of the best pick and roll games in the league. So it's not like Darius Garland is not some slouch on the playmaking.
I
end.
think
But it also Darius Garland went on the court.
it's the availability aspect of it.
Yeah.
But James Harden is better than Darius Garland.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
that
for
much
sure,
better.
for sure.
That's
Because on
why-
top of the playmaking too, it's like a gravity effect. Teams are willing to really just go trap James Harden and make him try to give up the ball. Sometimes it's like, well, he can just make damn near any pass he really wants to. Even
It's no knock on Darius Garland, by the way.
Yeah.
I do not think, and I've said this for some time now on the, I think maybe before we were even numbers on the board, that is probably one of the most underrated things in history is James Harden as a playmaker. because this is a dude that was averaging 30 and doing all of the scoring stuff, lost in that was the fact that, like, this dude is one hell of a facilitator and
Do you remember
passer.
that first game, P as a Rocket?
Yes.
you-
Against Detroit Pistons, the Detroit Pistons.
I just want to go see how many assists he had.
He
'cause
probably had about
he had-
35 and 12. I remember that game
It
vividly.
was such a crazy debut. You just didn't expect him to do
It
that.
just
now-
felt like the perfect matchup too. He's like, oh yeah, James Harden for this is team.
Now we look back and he's just the debut guy. He's the
Yeah.
debut guy.
37 and 12.
37 and 12.
Did he have
I
a
was
triple
off
double?
by a fucking couple
He has
points.
6 boards.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
him and Russell really going band for band on triple doubles at one point.
Yeah.
I was really excited for tomorrow's game because they got OKC, but obviously Shea's not going to be in it. OKC's still a good team without Shea, but they're not a great team. But they've been able to beat some really good teams. They beat the Denver Nuggets. Obviously, Denver Nuggets didn't have Peyton Watson or Aaron Gordon. They beat the rising Charlotte Hornets,
Yep.
and then now this OKC game is still another good win. But, like, yeah, James Harden, I've said it before, he's one of the best floor raisers in the history of basketball, maybe the greatest outside of like a Braun type of talent,
Right,
greatest of
yeah.
all time talent. And you're seeing it right here in real time. Jared Allen started off last game against the Hornets with like a elbow jump shot.
Yeah, yeah.
And Eric Collins on the
He's
call,
like, he's been on fire, but damn. Like, he pretty much said, damn.
Yeah.
it's just like
God bless
everybody
you.
feels rejuvenated. They even changed their lineup with
Jalen
Tyson's now coming off the bench,
Yeah.
and Dean Wade is playing. Like yesterday, was that yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Dean Wade, Dean Wade is one of those dudes that just doesn't make a ton of mistakes. And then every shot that he takes feel like it's going in. And I
Yep.
think he might have hit all of his shots. And on the broadcast, he was like, Eric Collins again, oh my God, no way, that's his second shot of the game.
Yeah.
And he hit the third one too. And it was like, this team is really good. And Mobley has only played one game in the James Harden era so far. So they got 24 to 8 games, however many in between, to kind of really get it going. It's a scary ass team.
Experience is a real thing too. And it's such a hard thing to calculate, to grasp, and to weigh. Because one of the things I admire so much about James Harden is he's it's not that he's, I guess, evolved into his later days, is he knows when to jump in the pool, is what I would call it. So, like, what you'll see is guards in today's game are so talented scoring the basketball, unlike the yesteryears where it was more about table setting and like then you can score, right? James Harden, he keep dipping that toe in the pool just enough to command attention, right, and continue to facilitate Jared Allen, and then like he knows the perfect time to get his, and I think that's such a underrated skill also in the NBA.
It's the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
It's the hardest thing to do.
And he just keeps dipping his foot in the pool. Okay, nah, not yet. Let me just keep. Donovan Mitchell got to keep going. Keep dip. All right, get a 3 for myself. That's him dipping his foot, and then he'll just and just take over a game, or he'll pitch you on your heels by keep dipping that toe in the pool to make you think at some point he's gonna jump in. He'll never jump in the pool. He'll like that one game before All-Star break. He had like 11 points on 4 shots with like 13 assists. I forget who that was against. Again, I'm just dipping my toe. I'm never really going full throttle. And then in the playoffs, he might have a 36-point game where he just jumps into the pool because it's like the Cavs need me to do this. He's done that so much over the last 4 or 5 years, like when we saw with the Nets with Kyrie and Durant, when we saw him with Embiid, when we what the Clippers. I forgot the team. But he's just done a really good job of that as he's evolved. And honestly speaking, he kind of did a good job of that with Houston, except we always knew he was jumping in the pool.
Yeah.
But he used to make sure he fed Trevor Reeves in those corners. Eric Gordon got good looks. That's why they was able to always kind of just replace and rotate through these players. Daniel House, PJ Tucker, Austin Rivers came and got a
and
couple
he's
coffee
seen
with them.
this experience too. He's seen every defense.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you averaging 37 points, you're gonna see every defense from people guarding you with their damn backs. So
This is the route. More of our stars who are amazing scorers right now should evolve into being playmakers and facilitators because you've seen so many offenses instead of in your 34-year-old stage, unless you're Kevin Durant. So when we see Luka, he gonna be able to just dot.
Right now, Luka this year he just puts his foot right in that pool.
Yeah.
He's averaging like 22 in the first half.
Because Luka's still what, 26?
Yeah.
He's still got
something
8
like that.
years before he's 34. But by the time he's 33, 34, and he slows down because he's
Oh, yeah.
already not. He's different because he's not really athletic, but neither was James Harden to the point of like that 1% of athleticism. But once he gets his 30-year-old age, he's gonna have seen everything, and then he's just gonna be able to dissect you, kind of like Braun. Braun.
Yeah, make it happen. James Harden and Donovan Mitchell played 88 minutes together. What do y'all think their net rating is when they're on the court together
Well,
this
they
season?
played the Nets and they bust their ass. So I'm gonna
Probably
say that,
14.6.
I'm gonna say probably like
I'll go 20.
plus 18.
Plus 15, plus 15.1. They have a 137 offensive rating, but a 122 defensive rating. But Evan Mobley comes
Evan
back.
Mobley hasn't been there. Yeah.
But who cares if you score? If you
scoring that much?
Yeah, you get 137. You can get up 122.
I think they also fit in that mold too. Even without with or without Evan Mobley, they can get timely stops. I believe in them to get timely stops.
That's a lot of the games have been so far together.
I wonder what's the defensive scheme that teams are gonna have to try to come up with to stop this backcourt. Because like that's a lot. That's such a talented backcourt we really haven't seen like put together like that.
Would
That,
you
like,
let the bigs beat you? Hey, Jared Allen, get average
No.
30.
Because he could do that.
Average 30
Yeah.
in this
Because he
series.
don't miss shots.
He don't. But I ain't finna let
I think
that.
he last
I
thing-
feel what you're saying though.
Yeah.
And I like the
don't
other
know.
part. If you rotate off it too, you leaving Donovan Mitchell on like a one-on-one or like a small.
You drop from the
And- but
corners.
even
That's
then,
Sam Merrill.
Sam Merrill, yeah.
Even when you say that we're gonna let the bigs beat you, these are still James Harden and Donovan
Donovan
Mitchell.
Mitchell.
So,
So,
you
like,
can
they're
send
gonna
him two,
still-
and we
yeah.
still gonna get ours.
Yeah.
Like Donovan Mitchell has had so many games this season where he go into halftime with 8 and end up with 38 at the end of the game. It's like I just can flip that switch. And I think the most interesting thing now James Harden has played 71 minutes with it's just him commanding the unit and Donovan Mitchell's on the bench. They got a +6 net rating, which is huge. It's
Yeah.
So,
Because they really didn't have no other creator outside of Donovan Mitchell
Yeah.
for so long.
It's a great question though, Darrick. I think that's one of that makes me believe that they could be that team.
Who defensively do y'all think match up the best with them out east?
out east,
Is it Detroit?
it's definitely Detroit.
Detroit for sure.
They got paint presses and a bunch of perimeter defenders.
Who's the best
that you
team
trust.
outside of Detroit? Because once I thought
Yeah.
Detroit, I tried to pivot and
Boston doesn't make many defensive mistakes ever.
Yeah, they don't. And then who Jaylen Brown probably takes the Donovan Mitchell assignment, I would guess. At least probably the second half.
If
of the
I
game.
had to guess, I think he
Derrick
puts more
White.
on James Harden.
You think he goes more James
I
Harden?
think so.
Yeah, I mean you could kind of shut the hose
But
off.
maybe I'm
early.
wrong. I'm just thinking about the physicality
that's
that
a
James
lot of
brings.
workload for Jaylen Brown.
It is because he
man.
going. That's a
Seven-game
lot of
series.
screens he got to fight through
Shit.
too.
He got to guard somebody.
Yeah,
though.
he guarded Luka. So
Thankfully, they got Vooch
They
to
did.
help them in that front court. I mean, I know he ain't
I was
like
about to see. I don't know if they should be thankful for that.
I'm in a body because I thought about that
Yeah,
glass.
Yeah.
yeah.
Vooch has been good for them so
Without
far.
Vooch, you're talking about Luka Garza
Mm-hmm.
and Kata.
Yeah.
So I like to have some experience there. Again, not that he's necessarily locking down the paint, but another body to help on the glass and whatnot because they thin there. That's a serious Jordan Walsh probably getting him some time.
Oh my God!
yeah.
Hey, the Vooch numbers are nuts. He's played 105 minutes so far this season. His net rating on off they are +12 with him on and a -10 with him off.
Oh, shit. He's that much better than the other front court guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a
I mean,
passer.
offensively, yeah,
He can
offense-
rebound. He can shoot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Defensive
Offensively,
rating
he's
is a
so much
105.
more. He gives you so much more than those other guys offensively.
The opposing opposing team is shooting 31% from three, so that accounts for it. They're shooting well below average, but
It'll raise up a little bit.
yeah, but that's still pretty dramatic for Vucevic.
Shout out to Vooch, man. He
Shout out
said
to
he wanted to
Big
be in a
Vooch,
winning environment.
And now he got it. All right, I want to talk about some other things across the NBA. Our beloved Charlotte Hornets have now lost 2 in a row, and the Bucks have won 3 in a row. So the
Yep.
gap between them for the 10th seed is half a game.
Y'all look at the Eastern Conference standings.
They're looking at them now.
You look at the top 6, there's a lot of green, winning, 7 in a row here, 2 in a row here. You get to that point of those teams trying to catch up to them top 6, and it's a whole lot of red like Playboy Cardi. The discrepancy is
Miami's on
funny.
a 2-game win streak. Orlando's on a 1. They just won yesterday, but yeah. Toronto's on a 1-game win streak.
I'm still confident in the Hornets. So.
Or am I thinking about the wrong conference? Is it the West where
Yes.
yeah,
the West.
the
Yep,
West
it's the
is
West.
the opposite. The
Okay.
West
West.
is like
the West is all red. The 7th through 10th seed is all red.
But then the top 6 is all green. Yeah,
Yep.
my bad. I got the conference.
no, yeah.
Apologies for the jump cut. We had some technical difficulties. But one thing I want to bring to the show is the fact that our Charlotte Hornets are on a 2-game losing streak, while the Milwaukee Bucks are on a 3-game win streak. So the gap for that 10th seed is just a half a game.
Unfortunate for the Hornets. I mean, they lost 2 clutch games against 2 really good teams. I mean, it happens. They're also a young team who's also still learning how to win. So just a bad luck at the wrong time.
I think these games are necessary too for the long run, especially if you can find your way into the play-in or the playoffs. These close games against these like teams that are trying to get in, these help you out for the long run versus the whooping on the Wizards and stuff like that.
Yeah, they had the fight game where they lost by 6. They lost to the Rockets by 4. Then they lost to the Cavs last night by 5. And their upcoming schedule is them against the Wizards, them against the Bulls, them against the Pacers, them against the Blazers, then them against the Mavericks. So, like, potentially a pretty easy little spot here. But you know what's interesting to me, y'all? I want both of those teams to make the play-in.
Which teams?
The Bucks and the Hornets.
Oh,
Yeah.
just for the Giannis.
Yes. I would rather watch those 2 teams in the play-in versus, no disrespect to the Atlanta Hawks, but I'd rather watch them than the Hawks. And the Hawks is only 1 game above the Bucks, so they kind of in this conversation as well.
Yeah.
And recently, this Bucks team's on a 3-game win streak. Cam has played pretty
Cam
amazing.
Thomas.
After Ryan Rollins had kind of died down for a little bit of the season, he just hit 7 3-pointers last night. Kevin Porter Jr. looked good, and it was kind of just going to Darrick Queen all game yesterday, which kind of sucked. But he's a rook. You know, we got love for Darrick Queen.
I'm hoping the Hornets can bounce back. They lost that really close game to the Rockets. I know they're going to want that one back because you win that one and you win some of those games you just mentioned and you cooking with hot grease. The game last night, I cut them some slack. Cavs been scorching. And if you watch the game, Charles Lee really unloaded the bench.
Yeah.
Pat Connaughton got early minutes I was seeing.
PJ
Tejon
Hall
Salon,
played a lot.
PJ
I mean,
Hall.
even Xavier Tillman checked into the game at one point. I'm like, what the hell?
My boy Trey Mann was playing earlier than usual.
He got yanked. I don't remember what he did.
And they was communicating on the sideline.
I
Yeah.
don't remember what he did, but he got yanked.
He
real
got put like right back
aggressively.
in.
He did, yeah, sure.
It does suck that like Brandon Miller's not having a really good like last couple games or so. He was 1 of 12 from 3 in the previous game, then
Against the
4 of
Rockets.
12
Yeah, and
last
it
night.
felt like it was going to change too because he hit that first wide open shot, and I was
Yep.
like, okay, it's going to be that night for BB. And then he hit two in the like first few minutes. He ended up like 4 for 12 from 3.
Yeah, they missing my boy Diabate
Yep.
and his energy and Miles Bridges. And we just love to see them have some Kobe White minutes. I hope Kobe White plays for them this season. I hope it ain't one of those
Kobe's
things.
so sad if he don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm loving the consistency from Concanipple. Like he is like the epitome of consistency. He really
Yeah.
doesn't do anything wrong. And offensively, it seems like his bad like he don't really have bad games offensively either. Because like he's always gonna shoot the ball from 3 well. So like he's just so good on a game to game basis that like you kind of know what you're gonna get from him.
Yeah, a lot of his makes don't even hit the net.
net.
It's
Yeah.
just
He's just a pure jumper. And teams are trying to kind of like run at him more just because, like, I mean, he's leading the league in threes for like a rookie or whatever. But
Preparation, man.
yeah.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance. When we was out there, they was throwing him bad passes on purpose, doing all type of drills that I just wasn't accustomed to seeing because he's that much of a shooter. He was doing no dip stuff. I'm talking about they throwing the ball at his feet on purpose so he can always be shot ready during the course of a game, running him off the 3-point line. So shout out to him and the Hornets because they are definitely taking the film and properly preparing for how teams will adjust to his shot making so far.
How do you make this team better? Like, hypothetically, we get to the postseason, they make the play-in. Whether they win the play-in and get a full series or lose the play-in, either way, it's a successful year. What's next? Is it just running it back? Is it using the little money that they have to upgrade a certain position? Like, what do y'all see that needs to
Probably
be?
like you
to see
can.
better?
I think upgrading the Miles Bridges position right now. He's kind of like their go-to defender. I mean, they mentioned it for the Rockets game that he would have been probably the main guy, kind of guarding Kevin Durant. You can kind of elevate that position to help you get those timely stops. Also, I think Diabate, as good as he's, like he could be just as good off the bench if you could somehow find a way to get a really, really good, I guess, solidified center. If you don't think Kalkbrenner is that for right now, so I think they have a couple options, but their main guys, I don't think you change nothing with that right now.
Mike hit it on the head for me, man. You take Diabate's energy and his relentlessness on the glass, and you put that in a rotational role. I think that's just a super big punch off the bench, especially if you're able to pair that with like a Kobe White. And if you go get a anchoring big.
I'm trying to figure out how much money they have next season. But I kind of like the idea of them having like a Isaiah Hartenstein, like a playmaking big that cleans the glass and so on. I just don't know if they would have the money. I'm trying to figure that out now.
Hartenstein wouldn't be a bad pickup. I don't know what the big free agency is looking like this summer.
I'm trying to think of the market of that too. I already mentioned like a few weeks ago.
A lot of teams.
How
the Bulls may want him.
Please don't. Just be bad. Well, maybe we can be bad. We'll talk about the tanking thing later. But like the Pacers were a team that was in for a big. They got themselves a big. The Celtics were a team that was in on the big. I don't know if they feel like Vooch is like a next year player or just the rest of the season.
What could Daniel Gafford do for the Hornets?
He cool. Maybe I've cooled off about Daniel Gafford. Maybe I got to lock back into what he's been doing.
I think it'd be okay as long because you have such a
like how much of an upgrade is Diabate from Diabate to Daniel Gafford?
I don't look at it as like I look at them as a pairing because Daniel Gafford, he's not somebody that's turning the tides to where like, man, he demanded 36, 30. I think that you really could just supplement where you have constant energy off
like
the glass.
Like he did with the Mavericks.
I think it's him and Lively. You look at these guys as pairs more than individuals.
Yeah, and I also think pairing him with good passers like Khan and LaMelo would actually be very beneficial for him. I think he needs to play with a team that plays with that pace, like how he was so good with Luka. Like I think he needs to play with a dynamic backcourt like that can actually unlock him.
Say Mitchell Robinson to be an unrestricted free agent.
I think the Knicks would do everything in their power to keep him.
They better, but I'm just naming guys.
So next year they got a ton of expirants, but like Miles Bridges makes 23 next year, Josh Green makes 15, Grant Williams makes 14. I like most of those guys, but those guys are like not really a part of the core necessarily. So
that's all guaranteed money?
That's all guaranteed money. Other than LaMelo's 41, and then like the rookie contract of Con Knipple and Liam McNeely and Brandon Miller and stuff. So they could make some things shake, but we looking so far ahead. I just wonder if they are a team that's like, such a cool season. Let's put a couple chips on the table to buy a little bit. Yeah. They did that with Kobe. Again, it didn't cost them much, and he might not even play. But if they just went a level above Kobe to go get like a true starter on the team, I wonder what that could potentially look like.
They have draft capital too.
They got a lot of draft capital. They've been ran well since the new regime came in. So shout out to the Charlotte Hornets. I want to move over to the Western Conference. This is a question I got asked on Twitter yesterday, and I want to bring it to y'all. Right now, OKC is 43-14, still a great team, even though they started off with 24-1 or something crazy. Yeah. The gap between them and the Spurs is 3 games. The Spurs on a 7-game win streak. OKC has been looking fine, but not the elite team, especially with no Dub. Well, Dub is in and out of lineup. No Shea, no AJ Mitchell. Is there a world where the Spurs can steal the 1 seed?
It's going to be tough. It will have to be during the stretch where Shea is out, obviously. So if you're going to do it, you got to do it now. And that's probably like your only little chance to do it. Because I think once Shea is back, they're going to be back to being like the solidified number 1 seed. I think they just kind of just need to get.
They was losing some games and doing, had a couple losing streaks.
But I think like the window of doing it now is just so much wider. Because Shea isn't there, and Dub is still dealing with his energy management, and
I think it also
like this is like your biggest opportunity if you want to really go for it to do it now. Because once Shea comes back, it's gonna just get a lot harder to do that.
OKC has the second hardest schedule left. Does that change?
They got some tough people.
They still got to play Detroit twice, Cleveland once. They still got to play Boston twice. They still got to play Denver 3 times in the last 25 games. They still got the Knicks twice and the Lakers twice. While
do they have to play the Spurs again, or have they finished that?
Bro, they're done. Yeah, okay. They played like 5 times. Yeah, they're done. Unless they see each other in the playoffs. And then the Spurs has the 16th ranked schedule left. Their toughest games is they still got 3 against Denver too. Because I think they played against each other once.
Yeah, they played against them once early in the year.
But did Wemby not play? Somebody important didn't play in that game. I was like, oh, okay. So they got 3 games against them. They got 2 games against Detroit, 1 game against New York, 1 game against Boston. That's their toughest schedule left.
Oh, I mean, that tough schedule for OKC, but they're so damn good. If they took care of business, I wouldn't be surprised. But hey, you got to go out and get those games. And the Spurs, they might have the 16th easiest schedule, but they still a young team. So like they got to still go out there and win games.
They could. Will they? I don't think so. I think there's
3 games isn't that big of a gap either.
I still think there's enough comfort for the Thunder because it's not that much basketball left.
Fair.
Like it's
25 games.
Yeah, it's not that much. It ain't All-Star ain't like the halfway point. It's just that mental halfway point for us. But yeah, it's only like 25, 24 games left. And I don't think OKC just finna fall off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
San Antonio can make it a conversation. It can make it fun. But again, you would have to bank on OKC having a skid. And I just don't see that with or without Shea. I think they still have done enough to keep the number 1 seed. It's even good, though.
If it came down to a race, y'all think both teams would be going for it? Or is like, it's only one game left. Let's kind of like get ready for the playoffs.
Yeah,
Let's
I
sit our
think
guy.
having home court advantage throughout the whole thing
That
is
is
such a
pretty
beneficial
important,
thing.
right? I mean, we saw Game 7 for OKC
Yeah,
at home.
Game
so
7. Yeah,
Twice.
having Game 7
Twice.
at home, if you have to go there, that's just it's no better than that.
They had that twice in their pocket.
Yes,
Yeah.
it sure did. So yeah, they probably will go for it.
And then Shea's going to want to ramp back. He missed time. He's going to want to get to it as he's going into the playoffs. So you might see your best version of Shea. MVP conversations all thrown over. Cade have a crazy game in the guard. Now they saying him. Jaylen Brown had a stretch. They were saying him. Shea paying attention. Shea paying attention. He might come back and want to silence some things and say, "Oh, y'all forgot that fast."
Well, Tim Bontemps just did his newest NBA MVP poll. I don't know if y'all saw that.
I did not.
I did not.
So I'll read you the order. And the way he does this, he goes to a bunch of different writers and say, just submit a ballot. This is not obviously unofficial, no names, but this is how it turned out. Right now, according to the people that have votes, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is the MVP of the league with 930 total points. Almost, I won't say unanimous, but 90% of first place votes. Second place is Nikola Jokic, 700 total points. Kay Cunningham in third, Wembanyama in fourth, Luka in fifth. Y'all feel like that's the right order?
That feels about right. I am.
Jaylen Brown should be in there.
He is sitting right after that, so he's number 6 right now.
Okay. I might have Jaylen Brown over Luka
Yeah,
personally.
I think what Jaylen Brown has done has been way more impressive than what Luka's done.
No shot at Luka.
Yeah,
we know
shot.
Luka is incredible.
Fight!
Yeah.
I want to say, man, I don't know. That defense do stick out sometimes, but Luka have been like otherworldly this season. He just been on a different level.
Yeah, I know, but Jaylen Brown lost his whole team, and his team hasn't fallen off.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's lost a guy that's like better than him, supposedly. Well, I ain't gonna say supposedly. I think Tatum is better, and Brown has not like missed a step. And granted, the Lakers have had the issues. Luka's missed some time, Reeves missed some time, LeBron missed some time, but they haven't had Tatum at all. They haven't had shit. Right? This is a whole new Celtics team. They lost Drew Holiday. They lost Porzingis, Horford, Tatum. So
Cornette, don't forget Cornette.
Oh, yeah, Cornette.
right to the Spurs. So you lost all of that and bringing in a bunch of new stuff while playing in a new role and still got this team where you got them. Yeah, I got to lean towards the Jaylen Brown just for the MVP votes. That's all.
It is funny. I'm looking at like the first place vote, second place. There's 2 people that submitted Shea for third place in MVP. And I just don't.
I'm surprised.
I don't know how that's even possible.
I'm surprised the gap between Jokic and Shea is not a little bit closer, especially after Shea's kind of started his time. Again, I don't know when this was.
This
all
was just
sent out.
yesterday. So I think the reason why there is a gap is because Jokic is 1 game away from being ineligible completely, and I bet in the back of the mind people kind of thought about that.
He's gonna hit every game, bro.
I ain't gonna lie though. Shea had that stretch where there was no dub. Chet, I think, missed a small amount of time. What was that iHeart? So what are those guys?
They have.
missing?
They just
iHeart
had
missed
people
a lot of time
miss
this year.
time.
Yeah,
Both
they
of
had
them.
and they were still scorching.
Because iHeart was missing time, but Chet was in and out of the lineup for like a stretch.
Okay.
He's shooting 60% on twos as a guard.
And
Shea.
Remember those teams?
Shea.
Remember
And
them
you know
teams
those
was
a lot
going
of
into
tough
clutch
mid-range.
games?
Yes.
Them games was double overtime. Like to start the year, they
Yeah.
was grinding, and he was putting on MVP performance, and that offense was dookie. That offense was shit.
He's 1% away from being 50, 40, 90 on 32 points per game. Like, that's hard to compete with. It just is.
I just think people got a little bored with it,
Yeah, 100%.
but I'm still here for it. I still enjoy it. I'm learning not to take these shits for granted.
I told you, man. Somebody came in my chat. He said, man, I ain't gonna lie. I love OKC, but this season boring now since we not going for the best season in the NBA history.
That's so crazy.
I say, bro, relax.
Bro, that's so
relax.
Because how easy could that be taken away and your team is shit for 10 years,
Yeah.
bro?
Yeah.
If my team was good, bro, y'all don't understand. It ain't a second I would miss to that team.
You don't like being in the
Boring?
play-in every year?
I'm enjoying what I've been seeing these last 2 weeks more
That's
than
the
the
scope of
play-in.
the time we living in, and I'm going to always say it. I know I'll be beating beating the drum over a dead horse, but like people are gonna find things to complain about, and just like we live in a time where it's people just don't feel the need to enjoy.
That's what we all about.
That's all we
That's all we about. That's what our community about. But when you look at when we got this beautiful gate, this beautiful gated community that we're living in of just enjoying things, and every time I look out of my estate and the enjoy gated community, I see just a bunch of complaining and just fucking misery. I came back from
you know what
All-Star
they doing,
break and
P?
Stephen A. Smith talking about some Kawhi got to show me something in the playoffs. Beep. Get that shit
what
the
they
fuck
do?
out my face.
They at the gate too, just like trying to beg to get in, because you know why? Misery love company.
What the
Yeah,
fuck
they not
does that
trying.
even mean?
They not trying to get us in. They're
They-
trying to drag us out. Until we talk about Cade Cunningham, Jalen Brunson. Oh man, Pete just saw the bitch. Cade Cunningham, one of my favorite players. I like Cade Cunningham, player for player, more than I like Jalen Brunson. I can't relate to being a small guard, but you know what I'm saying. I have an opinion in the thing.
You came in to be a small guard, but I watched that video. You next to Kalkbrenner is so fucking
I was
funny
little
to
as
me.
hell.
Yeah, well,
you know, the same thing felt like that with
Joakim Noah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, this motherfucker is one of the first people to make me look short.
Because in my 29 years of being Pierre's cousin, he's always been like the tallest in the room.
Well, I dabbed Joakim Noah up. I damn near hit his belly button.
This shit crazy. All weekend, motherfucker was making me short than a
I
motherfucker.
was
But
just thinking, like, if I was in that role, how they had to frame the camera would have been fucking crazy.
crazy. But you know what shot I love? Me and Khan at the same height.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
So when
Yeah,
you
that was
talking
pretty
about that 6'4" shit, hey, I'm out of Khan. He about 6'5", they say. 6'6". You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
Go
Yeah,
watch
that,
that
like, growth
video.
spurt.
Enjoy
I
D-ball
might be a
on
little
YouTube,
6
man.
fizzle, you know what I'm saying? But I hope I'm 6'4", because 6'5", I should be dunking with ease. I got to gear up to dunk these days.
I found out you 6'5". Next time we hoop, I'm throwing you a lob.
Right.
You better go get
Yeah,
this.
I might want to stay in the 6'4"-ish, you know what I'm saying?
Hell no. All right. Y'all want to talk about tanking?
Let's talk about it since
It's
it's been
been
such a hot topic.
The biggest topic in the NBA, so much so that Commissioner Adam Silver has informed the 30 league general managers on Thursday that the NBA plans to make anti-tank rule changes for next season, as of course from Shams Charania, a little bit after he gave some of the things that have been talked about. Some people misinterpreted this on Twitter, saying that this is what is going to happen. No, Shams is saying when they had this meeting, these are ideas that came up. We're not confirming that
Right,
these
it's
will
ideas.
happen, but they're just thinking about it. So let's take them one by one. We talk about the pros and the cons and things we like or dislike about this potentially changing our league. The first one. First round picks can be protected only top 4 or top 14 plus. So either lottery protected or jump up in the draft protected.
Can't be top 7.
It can't be top 7 or top 8, which is what the Jazz have, and that's why they're shitting on purpose right now. So they don't want to give up the 9th pick to OKC.
I don't like this one.
I don't like this one either.
Really?
I
don't
think
like
you
this
should be able to put whatever protections you want on the pick.
I love this one.
I think
I
it,
hate it.
I think it expands the trade opportunity a little bit more.
Yeah. I
And-
never really viewed putting protections on picks as something that was an issue in the league.
I think
How
it'd be
about
good
this?
for the
I
fact
don't
that
think
Why go that far? Fuck protections at all. You either trade the pick or you don't.
I like it. I like it. The
You either
reason,
trade that motherfucker or you don't.
the reason I like all the reason the
That
protection
eliminates.
shit,
I'm sorry, Mike, but that eliminates all of this.
I think it eliminates trades too.
Right? Don't do the trade. You either got
You just see a lot more player for player for
You go,
trades.
yeah, y'all safe, y'all being safe. You go for that shit or you don't. How bad do you want to add Damian Lillard if you the Bucks?
So can you still do pick swaps?
You can do swaps.
You can do swaps.
Okay, with just no protections.
No protections.
yeah, you hit it on the head. That's why I kind of like the idea, is because of it brings the value to some of these picks back. So I can't have it heavily protected and safety net my pick and feel like I could still have a really good chance. You got to get that pick up if you're finna get something.
It commits you to being on one of the side, right? Because let me be frank and clear. I don't think tanking is ever going to go anywhere. I don't think it should. I don't think it's that much of a detriment. But these protections is what sometimes have it where like the Mavericks could be a play-in team, but
That's what they're trying to eliminate.
you know what
Yeah.
we got right here, so we
Yeah.
might be able to. Hey, the Jazz could win some games, but because of this protection, so if you remove and eliminate protections at all, a
I like
team
them
is
more
going
so.
to commit to being the
That's-
best version of themselves.
The reason I like it is the reason that you're saying. is that this is such a specific small thing that it won't change tanking.
Yeah.
It only pinpoints what Dallas did a few seasons ago to get Darrick Lively and pinpoint what the Jazz are doing right now. Those are two very
It
specific
feels like
scenarios.
it could be a part of a whole. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this could be one of the rules that complements another rule. Because, again, I feel like for the Blazers, if that pick that they have for the Bulls is just lottery protected and they feel like we might as well just get the protection, they could get out of the play-in.
But do y'all feel like this is a year-to-year issue? Like, I don't feel like this is something that happens every year. I just think we just
Because it just happened recently.
Yeah,
So now it's opened up the door to become a year-to-year thing. The Darrick, which pick went up to the 1? That's Cooper Flag, right?
Cooper Flag pick was number one.
Darrick Lively also was kind of the same thing. So
Yeah.
it's been more recent.
Their pick was top 10 protected, and they tanked the last 2 weeks to keep it in the top 10.
As we were kind
So
of...
I agree with you. It ain't a year-by-year thing because it's more, the success of it has been rather
yeah.
later.
And really,
Yeah.
think about it from Adam Silver's perspective.
Recent.
Luka Doncic, one of the best players in the world, is not playing in the postseason because they want to get a top 10 pick. And I think from their perspective, that's ass. You know, they
Yeah,
would
it
rather
is.
have Luka
It
Doncic,
is.
even if it's in a one play-in game.
Yep.
That's enough for the ratings.
He could give you the greatest playing game
Exactly.
ever.
So I also hate when we have these trades was like, yeah, they traded a first, but it's a fake first because it's protected 8 through 7. If it go, it's protected 7 and 8, and if it goes 9 through 13, it goes this team, and it's 14 to 36.
So I'm glad you said that.
I hate that shit.
Because I didn't want to make it singularly about us. But as a damn fan, when we get up here and we talk trades, and it's like,
That pick
yeah, they
is
got
way
it. And
too
I'm on the
much.
phone trying to explain this to family members and different things. Yeah, if they get the pick, but if they don't, I had somebody ask me, what that mean if it don't convert? And if it don't convert, it become 2 seconds
Yeah,
in
it's just too
2023,
much.
like it's, 2033.
On a broader scale, it just simplifies it, I think, for a lot of people.
Yeah,
It just
what
simplifies
the fuck?
it.
We need the game to be intricate, but also at the same time easy to follow in certain avenues. And a fan should always be able to keep up with free agency. They should always be able to keep up with player movement and trades. And then the complicated things should be deep salary cap shit
Yeah.
and sets. Those are the only 2 things that should complicate fans. If you're a casual fan and you don't understand what horns, pistol, flex, Spain pick and roll, that should be able to complicate you a little bit because you're just a casual fan. But you shouldn't understand or not be able to understand
You
that
think
the
we
Cavs
got a first
traded-
round pick and all of a sudden this goes to the Pacers or whatever because it hit on the 7th and it was protected only 1 through 6.
Imagine
Like,
you
it's
at
just
you at the
goofy.
house, right? You got kids.
I do.
I'm talking about like boys.
No, I don't.
At first he's about to say multiple. He's like,
I
got
do.
this.
Yeah, you got multiple. Or it ain't, maybe they're not your kids, nephew, whatever.
Okay.
And you at the crib, summer day, TV on, family over, barbecue. Your nephew like, hey, let's go. Let's go. The draft lottery, it say the Bulls gonna get that 5th pick, and you gotta come in there. Hey, nephew, they got the Bulls there because they got to put it there, but that's really the Spurs pick. Shit like that, you know what I'm saying? It's that asterisk there right there that's like, it's belonged to the Spurs, but because of whatever fucking reason they do that for anyway, we have to put the Bulls up. That's the shit was like, as a 7-year-old, that little boy should not have
So
to be
excited.
explained that.
Yeah.
It should just be, that's the Bulls pick.
Yeah.
I think that, like, as we go through too, in my mind, my mindset was more so, not only does this rule, not just this rule, but all the rules, like the goal for it, does it not only motivate teams not to lose, but also motivate them to be competitive or actually try to win. I think there's times where it's like, a team might just be bad and they might just say, instead of playing our regular guy, we might try to just go and have our young guys develop and everything like that. So I think there has to be a motivation to win in some of these rules.
All right, let's go to the next one. Lottery odds freeze at the trade deadline or a later date.
I think it just starts sinking earlier.
Yeah.
honestly.
That's literally the, you just
Start
move the
saying
problem to the
earlier.
beginning of the
Yeah.
season instead of the end of the season.
Hey,
Teams just start earlier.
DeAndre Hunter's gonna have eye surgery at training camp.
That's exactly what I said in my video.
Yeah.
That's exactly
The
what I said.
Sacramento Kings literally just said, we're going to have everybody just go get y'all surgeries now.
Yep. Hey,
You
you don't
getting
want
his knee
to.
cleaned up right now.
You don't want to get surgery on your off season. That's when you can go on vacation with your wife.
Yeah.
Y'all can go to,
Turks and Caicos
yeah,
or something. You don't want to have
Poconos.
your eye patch on in.
Santorini, Greece. Do it now on company's time. And now you got your whole summer free.
Yeah.
Some teams might get a little lucky too if they if you're in the play, if you have a lottery pick or something, by the trade deadline and it freezes, and then somehow you jump into the playoffs.
Like
and
the
you
Clippers.
You get that lottery pick. And
Yeah,
you're
so
gonna-
like, yeah,
set.
what happens? Yeah, at that point, yeah, I think
Or if you
that
fall
also is a
out.
loophole there. Like, what if you want to run?
That's a fucking risky loophole. I
It
ain't gonna lie.
is.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I
purpose
think it-
didn't turn up.
I think it would only be for teams that are like in that situation around that time.
Or it's just like the injury plague actually hit your team. And like we're shit until the trade deadline.
Oh,
Oh, my
yeah.
God, Halliburton's back, and now
Yeah.
we're back to being a good team enough to make the postseason.
Yes.
They was still- they was
we'll
still
start
giving
seeing
them
some 12-win teams buy heavily at the
We kind of
deadline.
just saw that.
We did. We did.
The only pro to this, and it's a lot of cons. We already mentioned the tanking just gonna start earlier. Is one of my least favorite things when tanking teams do is when they sit the young players at the end of the season. We got Nets versus Wizards. Oh, Alex Sarr's not playing. I'd rather Alex Sarr just get those reps.
Yeah.
and
know?
that shit pissed me. Why are we resting 20-year-olds?
Yeah, I don't know.
What?
Get the reps, man.
Well, you're not resting him. You're wanting him to
Yeah.
not
You're
go
tanking.
fucking nuts
Yeah.
to win you a game.
Oh.
But that's not. I don't. If they enacted this, I think they.
He said 20-year-olds shouldn't get no fucking rest. That
even then,
motherfucker
it's like
20
them
better be
motherfuckers-
exhausted.
My problem is them motherfuckers don't win games in the first place. That's why you in the situation in the first place.
I agree. They,
So it's like-
they overthink a lot of
Yeah.
shit, Mike. They
I think the
overthink a
Wizards,
lot.
the Wizards weren't intentionally tanking. They just suck.
But now they're
But they-
good.
yeah.
They won 2 in a row. Now they went from the second worst team to the 5th worst team.
Is Sacramento, if the odds froze for them right now, you think they're not trying to develop their young guys still over Russell Westbrook and DeMar DeRozan?
It's just a difference. They don't have any young guys that are like really good.
Yeah.
No
But
disrespect
I mean,
to
like,
the team over there, but you
yeah,
know what I
because
mean.
they are kind of
I
rough.
like Nick and
No, me too. But they not
It's Alex Sarr for sure.
Alex Sarr or even like Jaeger Damon and Nolan Triore is better than any prospect they got. You know.
They should be. They was drafted way
No,
before.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. But it's like you know you develop those young guys, but they not like you know what I'm saying. Dylan Cardwell's dope, but he ain't. You're not really thinking about that too much. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
my age.
It's
Oh, I don't know.
Sacramento.
Okay. Next one.
Those are good rookies that are on a team that they shouldn't be on. Those rookies should be on the fucking Raptors. You know what I mean? A playoff
They
team.
could use a center.
Yeah.
No longer allowing a team to pick top 4 in consecutive years and or after consecutive bottom 3 finishes.
I like this one.
I can't get hit with this.
I
This
think
eliminate. I wouldn't have Harden, Russ, and KD if this.
Or
rule
this
was in
current
effect.
Spurs team.
Yeah,
I
and I
wouldn't have
also
this.
think this also hinders you because let's say you do get a top 4 pick and your team was already bad. That means I can't get it next year. But like bringing in that pick doesn't mean I'm gonna be a legitimate. Like I'm not gonna be good. So like why do I like usually your top pick don't really come in and just change everything automatically.
The argument
it takes a few picks to
But
hit.
they're also saying like you can't get top 4, but you
But
could
you
just
can,
have the
yeah,
fifth
you
pick.
can have the top 5 pick or
You can
top
have the
6
5th
pick.
pick instead of the 4th pick. or the
Motherfucker,
6th
I
pick or
want the
something.
number one
I
pick
want-
3
yeah.
years in a row. If
I want to
can
have
do
a
that,
chance to
damn
get the
it.
number 1 pick every
The only reason I like this one is because I
now-
think it
now-
does go into the motivation of like you kind of do have to win if you really want to kind of get back into having a number 1 pick, or you at least have to have some type of success.
It ain't always that easy though, especially if I'm a smaller market team. I got to look through their parallels. Small OKC team that we grew up on was only going to get to the finals with that method. There was no other way. So if you eliminate one of those years where they can't get Russell Harden, Kevin Durant is just there. It's Kevin Durant and Steven Adams.
It's definitely it would change a lot of the landscape. Another reason I do like this though,
Talk to me, Mike, because I'm loving that we can go back and forth.
the teams that have fallen out of the lottery, that
Like
just
who?
who the Wizards have fallen out, well, they could have had a number 1 pick.
Oh, you mean falling out
Detroit.
of?
Let's say Detroit. 'cause
Detroit
they
fallen. Now
fell from
you
1 to
back.
5.
Now you actually do have a chance that next year instead of we done had a 7 pick 4 times in a row. I think you do also give those other teams a chance at the damn top 4.
But they
instead of
still-
having teams always jump up.
But
I
they
didn't think
still
about that
have a
perspective.
chance though.
They do.
I've never eliminated their chance.
But he's saying they have a higher chance, right? Where like the Pistons, they got Kate Cunningham number 1, but they had with the second worst record, they dropped to 5, and then they in the Jay Nivey draft and dropped to 5 in the Asar Thompson draft too.
And then also Ron Holland was 5th.
You're saying that, damn, yeah, I was also damn. They just got 5th picks everywhere.
One
You're
of those
saying
picks
that-
would have had it would have had a better chance at being, and would have had to been the
So
year after.
I don't even remember the order that got drafted. Hypothetically, okay, let's
Yeah.
just make up an order. Kate Cunningham drafted first overall this year. We can't get first overall next year, but we back to being able to get first overall next year with a higher chance because whoever got the first overall pick last year can't get it this year. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
But now you may
because
also
now you're moving that team from
But
maybe
now
12
you may also
potential
do
teams to maybe
that,
8.
and they just keep getting 4. It doesn't. What we're seeing.
5.
Oh
It's
yeah,
top 4, yeah.
You get the but no. If I'm missing out, if I'm in the top 4, I can't.
You
Right.
can't get it
highest
again.
you
It's
Imagine
over.
I'm missing out and I got the 4th fucking
But it
pick.
also, I think I don't like it either, but Mike is kind of convincing
He
me a little
is.
bit.
That's
to
why I told him, like,
because now
I'm loving it back and forth.
There makes it a little bit, I don't want to use the word parody, but like not just the Pistons, all 4 of those teams that were top 4. We just gonna have a full new front 4 every single year. And this don't say consecutive 2 years or 3 years or 4 years in a row. We don't know what the actual gauge will be. But like a team that is shit, right? My Bulls team who finished 11th every year, they have a higher chance now because
Exactly.
those 4 teams, 4 of the 11 teams that were ahead of us last year, they don't have a chance to be top 4.
Yeah.
So now we really got the 7th best odds.
Is there
But y'all shouldn't have the 7th best odds because y'all are a better basketball team than them,
In theory.
in theory. Oh no, and in performance, because you wouldn't have the 11th odds. So we can't punish a team for being bad.
I think this punishes owners for being bad too long,
Yeah.
right? I don't think this works if you're saying this year you can, this year you can't. I feel like it has to be like you can't have the top 4 pick 3 years in a row.
I
instead
agree.
Of, you know what I'm saying?
I
4 years. in a
completely
row.
agree. And we also haven't seen that. I haven't seen a team get 3 number 1 overall picks back to back to
But
back.
against top 4. So like the Spurs
The Spurs got
3
just literally
back to
top
back to
3
back
back to
top
back.
4 picks.
Also, the Celtics did it with Brown and Tatum.
I would
But
only.
those are trades. That's different. Those are not their own
yeah,
picks.
Yeah.
I
Or the Cavs. Cavs had 3 first overall picks in 4 years back at y'all
right Kyrie, but it was
Anthony
Kyrie,
Bennett.
Tristan Thompson.
Is there a way where
I didn't
this?
think about. So they have 4 straight years where they had a top 4 pick because
Andrew
Kyrie, Wiggins, Anthony Bennett, and Tristan Thompson all top 4
Tristan
picks.
Thompson and Kyrie the same year as well. So it might have been a trade.
That's a good nail because Kyrie was the Clippers pick from the Baron Davis trade.
Bingo.
Is there a world where this is also can be like? There could be like an ad. Like, let's say you have a situation where it's like Blake
We got
Griffin.
Darrick getting it. Come
where
on,
it's
D
like Blake
Mills.
Griffin, Joel Ben Simmons, where they get hurt and they can't play for you their rookie season. Can you then?
Say, hey, we should have better odds. 'cause we
Yeah, is
couldn't
there a
get
way to
better 'cause our
contest
injury.
that? There should be a way to contest that. If
They're not going to make it a way to contest it, but I think this is going to be a great point
It's a good thought.
that some owner would bring
Kay
to the
Cunningham-
table.
Hey, Chet Holmgren?
You have a history like you. This is a great point where you can bring up data that shows a lot of years where that first overall pick did not play, and it's like
It
you
also,
punishing me.
Yeah.
It also doesn't account for the shit first picks.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the Atlanta
No,
Hawks
they
should be allowed
punish
to get the
people.
first overall pick again because Zach
Yeah,
Wilson
punish
is not
people.
Paolo
Yeah. Punish
Banchero
people.
or some other first overall.
Yeah, for sure.
I would like this. I think top 4 is too rich for me.
Okay.
Yeah, if you get the number 1 overall pick, you should not. How do I put it? Because I mean, damn it, if you can get the number 1 overall pick in back-to-back years,
Yeah.
I'm not stopping that
Who's
for
the last person to do it? Orlando? Did Orlando Magic do that? With the Shaq draft and then the Penny draft, but they traded Penny for C.
Penny
they
won
traded
number
C,
1 though.
They had C-Web and traded him for Penny, who was what, 3 or 2?
3.
So I think they were the last team to have back-to-back.
And they were
picks.
a brand new team, so
Yeah.
that might have been.
But no, that's why David Stern changed the. Well, that's why. How did this happen? Hold on. It used to be flattened odds. That's how they got it. Every team that was in the lottery got the same odds. It wasn't like you the worst teams, you got 25%.
Exactly.
David Stern said, no, the worst team got to get 25% now. We're not letting the Orlando Magic get the first overall pick 3 years in a row.
Oh.
And then Adam Silver came in and said 25% is too much. We're going to flatten those odds to 14% for the top 3. So this is actually Adam Silver's second time trying to counteract tanking, if you really think about it, through the draft.
Right, because
Yeah.
This is why it's good to have discussion like we have, and it seems like they're doing the same thing with these ideas, because it feels like we're getting somewhere, but at the same time, even though I'm a Knicks fan, dog, I am not turning down
Anthony Bennett. I was just looking. Anthony Bennett and Andrew Wiggins were also back to
back to back. I like that.
Thank you, Jeremy.
I'm not a fucking Cavs
I
fan.
was just looking. They say,
But I don't mind the Cavs getting 2 back-to-back
me
picks.
either.
Yeah.
Especially, what if you can get a world where fucking
also Ben Simmons and Markelle Fultz.
the new headline
That's a
of
trade.
Oh,
They traded for the Tatum.
the new headline of the Dallas Mavericks is Darren Peterson and Cooper Flag. You think I would turn that down because I'm a Knicks fan? No, I would be ecstatic for that as an NBA fan.
I think, because I made a video about all of these, and I didn't like this one at all, but through this conversation, I'm starting to like it a little bit more. But mostly for the second part, the consecutive bottom 3 finishes, right? If you're a team like the Atlanta Hawks that actively try to be good, miss the postseason through play-in, and you jump up for the first pick, you shouldn't be penalized because we've been trying. We just got lucky.
we were
this year.
trying. We did
But
it.
if we're a team that's just dog shit every single season, then maybe you should tell us we can't do it 4 years in a row.
That's why I said this
We
one.
got to create that window because a rebuild is a window. That's why I don't like if I get the number 1 pick, I'm
Yeah.
X'd out. Because this is a window. I need a time period.
This was one of the only ones that I feel like really kind of attacked what I said is like it does kind of behooves teams to get on their shit and not sit on their ass for so long. You remember our teacher used to say that word like every damn day?
Which teacher?
Mr. Johnson?
Was it
Mr. Johnson?
I mean,
Our-
what subject? I'm sorry, that's the better question because I remember
he
teaching.
taught us business. That might not be Mr. Johnson. I
No.
don't forget what his name is.
Our business teacher name was Mr.
Patrick. What's his first name? Because I thought he's a white man.
The racist one?
No, he's a
he was
black
a black
man.
man.
Mr.
James.
Did
Mr.
something
James.
racist?
Mr. James.
Did something racist happen in one of them?
That was me and Mike's.
Yeah, that art teacher
class.
who said that
Right.
D-Mills had a gun.
It was a
He
what?
said,
was
"What you
my
gonna
phone.
shoot me?"
Based on what?
I don't know.
I just had my phone in my hand.
You know, I'm in
It
a
was
That's
his way. Of,
fucking
it was his
crazy.
way of trying to get me to put my
That's
phone.
the dude that
on.
also tell me when I said I had to miss a day of school because I had to put my dog down. He's like, "Man, you should have still been at school."
Yeah, all right.
Fuck, dude.
Now we gonna have Darrick really up that.
I
thing.
would have whooped his ass.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I literally would have whipped his ass. They would have expelled me. I would have whooped his ass. Let me not say I would have whipped his ass, but I would have threw some water on him or something. Fuck out my face, bitch.
Sneaker in the tailpipe.
But I
Potato.
I'm currently-
that's the day.
I'm currently reading
I'm
a
going
book
to jail.
about shit like this. It's called Punish
Sticky
for,
notes all over the car.
Punish
They
for
never done that.
Dreaming.
Punished for dreaming.
It is how school reform harms black children and how we heal. It's an amazing book, but it's funny that we just talked about that because there are certain inserts where like there was a guy that was like the Secretary of Education. I think he even did something in Virginia. His name was William Bennett.
Willie B.
You related to Anthony?
He is an American conservative politician and political commentator who served as the third United States Secretary of Education. So I was correct. He had a quote on the radio years ago when he was in that role saying that if you want the crown to go down, abort all the black babies. So the shit was so asinine and mind-blowing to me. I'm like, this person who wrote this book has to be exaggerating. And so I did my due diligence. I had to go see if this was real. This is real as hell. But like, it's certain things where it's like, it's fucking insane that a person in
in
that
power,
type of
yeah.
role feels comfortable. He said this shit on the radio. This ain't like he said it to KB and KB had to come tell it. This motherfucker said it on the fucking radio. But it was another case where a student, this is in our time, a student maybe was just running around the classroom, maybe after school program, or maybe just during class, and a teacher had their phone open, and the student went through it. They in there talking about the black students.
Like in a group chat between the teachers?
Between other teachers.
And when was this?
And so this made a case. This is like 2012, 2013.
I don't
But they
see
got
it.
all of these stories throughout this book of showing different things, of showing the business side of reform and charter schools, and how some of it is designed as a money grab. You see all of these billionaires and these celebrities. They're, I'm throwing $100 million into Mark Zuckerberg. I'm donating $100 million, and you get 39% tax deductions and all these different things.
yeah, that's
so
always
many
how
different
it's kinda
stories. It's a
been.
really good book. I can't wait to finish it. It would have been a really good book for a book club,
They keep
but I just
asking for
kind
book club
of,
back,
I just dove right into it.
I think I learned that connection stuff early, just like with the people donating to the schools to get the new backboard and stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
You know, you get them connections early.
Remember you go in that gym and we had that brand new shooting gun? No, he was gonna play. That's when it all clicked. We had a meet the Hornets or meet the team type thing, and I'll never forget our coach. Man, we want to give a big thank you to blah 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 for the donation. Y'all see the shooting gun in the back. We was able to acquire that, and my little 16-year-old brain connected that dot to this one.
Oh, he gonna start this year.
Oh shit! Because I
He
wonder
running
why
30
the
minutes
fuck.
a game.
I wonder why he in the backcourt with our guy. That's why.
Don't worry, guys. I got the same one at home. This one works so
Right?
good.
Yeah. I love this one. Fuck up out here, man. But hey, That's the world we live in. But back to basketball.
The next one. Teams can pick top 4 the year after making the conference finals.
This felt so specific.
It's
This is like OKC,
just
bro.
say it's just say fuck the Pacers.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I don't like this
Yeah,
because
I don't like this because the Pacers are in an unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
Where their best player tore their Achilles. He had a catastrophic injury. They also lost their center in the offseason to another team. So like a bunch of unfortunate things that they couldn't control happened. And so they unfortunately was bad.
This is something that happens once every 15 years either way.
Yeah.
So it doesn't stop tanking. And I also don't think it changes the competitive balance of the team.
It doesn't.
If the Pacers get the first overall pick, yeah, they're about to get a star, but we're not about to say, oh, the Pacers about to be a dynasty all of a sudden. They still got fucking work to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, to be honest with you, that's going to be tough for them because they're going to have to develop the number 1 overall pick on a team that's being competitive. We have not seen that recipe be able to do it. We saw the Warriors with the 2nd overall pick in James Wiseman and then Kuminga and Moody. The multiple timeline thing has been a very tough thing for a lot of teams in recent memory. Now, obviously, I ain't saying we should feel bad that they get a number 1 pick, but it just ain't. Yeah, it ain't as simple as how you said it. Unless it was gonna be Wemby. Wemby would have just walked right into any team and fit perfectly and everything like that. And also, every top 4, top 5 pick isn't created equally.
Yeah.
And I think that should be accepted, and that should be kind of.
Not every draft
the
is
bar
loaded.
right there.
Huh?
Yeah, the bar right there.
I know. I mean, it's real shit. I kind of like that part of the game. Is that like one thing that like changed my perspective on a lot was the Charlotte trip because I got to see fan community in person, and so it helps me continue to be a non-biased viewer, even though I have a favorite team. Pacer fans should have something to look forward to this year. They shouldn't go to the finals and they lose Tyrese Halliburton, and now it's just they just sit around for a year off of the roller coaster of emotions that they just went through of going to the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
They should still look at this year, which is unfortunate, and have something to look forward to. And we should want that as people that are controlling the game. We want every fan to have something to look forward to or have some peak of interest. And this is now the peak of interest. For a Pacer fan, your interest is knowing that you have this pick. Because if it was this rule, what would your interest be?
I mean, they probably, the highest you can get is 5, I guess.
What would your interest be if you were a Pacers fan, just went to the finals, was not expected, in that finals, you are half away from winning that finals potentially, your star best player goes down with an Achilles injury. That changes the whole landscape of the team, which makes the team have a different offseason than you anticipated. Now you're one of the worst teams, and you can't get a top pick. What would you look forward to?
Nothing. Just I guess Halliburton coming back.
And they just don't have like young talent that would be like, oh, he gonna develop really well too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't like this rule because of that.
It just doesn't happen that often for
It's
you.
like it's solving a problem that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I think-
That's what it is.
And just I go to the next one, KB, because I think it kind of plays a part into it. I feel like this would be a better fix for the Pacers situation versus that specific type.
Shout out to my boy Leaky Black.
Leaky Black is very famous.
Two-way deal with the Wizards. UNC's finest, Leaky Black.
There's some streamer that really loves Leaky Black, and I can't remember. I think it's one of the old Fade guys. You're right, Mike. The next one is lottery odds are allocated based on a 2-year record versus 1.
I think this would fit them a little bit better, where like it would just honestly balance out. I think for the teams, and it doesn't happen super often, but when it does, it'll be kind of like a net for the NBA to say your team is still really good. You're not on par with the Wizards or with the Kings or whatever to get this number 1 pick.
This is, out of all the ones we said so far, I think this is the one that makes the most sense because we have some type of precedent that it's worked, and that's in the W.
I don't like this
So,
because
yeah.
it keeps the talent in a shell to me a little bit.
What do you mean?
The Pacers suck, but they were good last year, so they would. I think that shakes up the NBA. It's like that Cooper Flag can go to the Mavericks. He wouldn't have been like you would have like a 4-set team where only the top talent could go to because they only sucked that bad for 2 years or the multiple seasons. And then it's like, I like the fact that Wemby could go to the Spurs, Flag could go to Dallas, K could go to Detroit, instead of like, man, our top talent only going to Charlotte, or Washington, or
The first thing I thought about when I seen this is like, because it really stops the 1-year tank
That's what it's doing.
It's like that's the David Robinson or when they went to get Tim Duncan, when David Robinson was there, it's like they're not since they were so good the year before, they wouldn't have no chance at Tim Duncan.
It also kind of stops the selling, right? Some teams get to the deadline and say, shit, we're not as good as we thought we were. We're going to sell off all our assets, our players right now, and in hopes to lose the second half of the season. Basically what the Bulls did, right? Second half of the season, we're going to lose, and it kind of shuts that down because you can't just think about this season. Last year, if we're the Bulls, we were a 39-win team. So even if we win 24 this season, we're still a lottery team, but it's like we have the 11th best odds again.
But I don't like that because the Bulls should have done that.
Yeah.
And it makes the game competitive because now it allows those contending teams to have teams to pluck from. To get better and better and make the playoffs that much more interesting because a team like Minnesota can go get an IO.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not the worst idea that I heard, but I kind of like 1 year tanking.
I wish I had done it to like combine the records so we can see what the lottery would look like. Because like if you think about last year's bad teams, a lot of them are up now. The Hornets won 19 games last season. They're up now. You know, and I think that they would still be a lottery team, right? But they just would have low odds.
They're up, but they're
76ers
also
up.
a team that probably wouldn't be up because they wouldn't have been able to have consecutive picks. Well, no, this is a new rule.
Not in this hypothetical.
This is a new rule.
Or like the Spurs are up now. The Blazers are a playing team. The Suns are a playing team. So like the teams that would be bottom of the league, highest odds based on this new thing is the Jazz sucked last year and they sucked this year. The Wizards sucked last year and they sucked this year. And the Nets sucked last year and sucked this year. All these other teams have done something. Like the Raptors were a 31 team last season. That's a true playoff team. So I think it would balance out enough where some of these teams that were bad last season still end up with lottery odds, even though they're better this year. Where like the Blazers right now are competing for a real playing spot, they probably still have real lottery odds, even if they made the postseason.
Yeah.
Because last year's record wasn't that good, and this year's record's good, but not good enough.
And I think that can really focus on just trying to improve the teams at the bottom then, right? Trying to shrink the gap so they're just not consistent. The team is just not bad for 3 to 4 years. If even when we're on our way, like the Blazers, to making a play-in, we could still get a little bit better, not only free agency, but we could have a lottery pick too.
I think teams should be entitled to be able to have a 5-year bag period. I think what they need to prevent for the fans is a rebuild and a rebuild. How many times we've seen a reset during a reset?
Yeah.
That's, to me, is where it becomes problematic, where it's like, bro, y'all motherfuckers went 10 years without getting into the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's what becomes the issue.
Yeah.
But again, rebuilds, they all have their own timelines, but for the most part, you need a few years to properly rebuild. That talent got to develop. You got to get some talent that fit next to each other. You know, they got to learn how to win.
Got to find the right coach.
Got to find the right coach at times. So I don't want to rush rebuilds because it takes time and grace. But again, I'm with y'all where, a team shouldn't be getting top 3 picks for 7 consecutive years. Like if we get your ass a top 3 pick in 5 years and you ain't done shit, then
That's on y'all.
we got to do something. Yeah, that's on y'all.
Yeah. There should be a rule about the ownership groups where we get their ass out if they don't make the playoffs.
They
in
would
certain
never
areas.
sign up for some shit like
Nope,
that.
at
boy.
all. But there's a league, there's a soccer league overseas that does it. I remember the exact amount of time frame, but if you don't, win a certain amount of games, yada yada yada, they force you to sell the team.
That's dope.
I'm like, that's fucking great.
That's dope.
And I asked Iggy about it when we had our interview, like not off the record, off my questions that I was supposed to ask you. Is there a world that could possibly be a thing? And he was like, what team you represent? What team you true for? I was like, the Bulls. He said, nah, you just got to sit there and accept that. I'm like, fuck. It's just not, because Adam Silver works for the owners,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
like he can't kick somebody out when they his employer,
We see motherfuckers barely when they get kicked out for some worse shit.
Yeah, facts. All right, last one that is being talked about by the committee is flat odds for all the lottery teams. Everybody goes in with the exact same percentage to win the lottery, whether you're a super shit team or a team that missed the playoffs by 1 game.
This is just nut ass shit to me.
Yeah, it's too
Yeah, I think
extreme.
this is
just
It's
fucking
too
nutty.
extreme.
I
This
think
is
the
just-
teams all the way at the bottom should have a higher chance.
This is just nutty, man. What are we doing?
But I think that if they're not thinking about the exterior consequences, if your goal is to stop tanking, this is the way you do it.
This gonna stop a lot more than tanking.
No, I'm not saying it's a good idea, but if you don't care about anything else, if you want to stop tanking, have the Jazz have the same odds as
What are you
the
saying
Miami Heat.
it will also stop?
Why would the Bulls need to sell?
So you saying it would just prevent?
I mean, maybe
things?
that's what they're looking
Yeah.
for, though. They want the Bulls to continue to pack out that. The Bulls gonna pack out the house regardless, but the Bulls to have a competitive team and still have a chance to win the lottery or jump up in the lottery.
For me, I think again it goes with the last point that I made for the last rule. Some of these things in the game, they help each other. So a team selling to be bad helps us as viewership see teams get better in a league where
'Cause
we
they
want
trade,
parity.
they make
Yeah,
trades
you're
and-
making trades, contracts are matching, you're giving up picks. So now this team got 7 picks, and now they can go and trade for Giannis. Or let me not say Giannis, because even though this is an example,
He said
Bucks
he wanna
fans-
stay.
Right. So you can trade for Jalen Brunson. I'll use my own fucking player to make people happy. When a team has 6, 7 picks, you can go get Karl Anthony Towns. You can go get Anthony Edwards. You can go do whatever the hell you want to do. That all to me makes the game just fun. If we just make it just so plain and
I don't even know if this is the point you're making, but like some of the trades we see are teams betting against that team for being good, right? Where it's like if it's just flattened odds and every pick is the same value at the end of the day, then it takes away a lot of that.
Yeah.
Where it's like we want they picks because we know in 2031 they might be the worst
The
team in the league.
Warriors
Yes.
picks? Come on now.
Yeah, we want the Bucks picks
we
in
want those
35.
post Steph Curry. Yeah.
Exactly.
all of that makes the shit fun
Yeah.
to me.
One of the undocumented like consequences for this is if we flatten the odds, that means all 14 teams that missed the postseason or a lottery team have a 7.1% chance at the first overall pick. 7.1% chance. Right now, OKC, because of the Clippers pick, have a 0.5% chance. So we giving them 14 times the higher odds where AJ DeBonta or Boozer or
not good,
Peterson
man.
ends up in OKC.
not
And right
good.
now, they have a chance, but it's less than 1%. And in this
Yeah.
situation, the team that just won a championship and might win another championship has an opportunity to add another generational guy.
That's not good. I don't like that.
We'll get rid of tanking though.
They would
least
get rid of
I think,
tanking.
yeah.
For sure, would get rid of tanking.
I just didn't.
At
it's
what
too
cost?
extreme.
If
It's
you
too
want to get
extreme.
rid of
everything,
tanking, you want to
everything.
give tanking. You want to get rid of tanking so much that you want Darian Peterson to be on the Thunder.
But I think that tanking in itself is important for the league. I'm pro tank.
Same.
It's impossible for every team to be competitive. Even if we make this rule, we still are going to have 7 teams that fucking suck. That's just the reality.
It's a way to do everything. And it's kind of what me and Mike even talk about when we, like, again, to get back to video games. But, like, when Mike has a Madden lead or we have a 2K league, it's like, dog, win your games. Be good. Win it. But it's a way to do it. You off-balling to do it. You cheese in the competition. You make it, y'all really in here trading 2031 picks when you know we ain't finna be playing this. It's a way to do things. And I think the league needs to come in. They don't need to be too harsh, but they need to remind the ownerships and the teams that are being ran that, hey, tanking is a thing that's been happening for years. We get it. But y'all are cheesing the system now. Y'all are doing this shit where it's like, come on, bro. I don't want to have, I know Adam Silver and I'm like, I don't want to have to, that's how me and you used to be. Man, I don't want to have to make rules for the league, bro.
I
We
used
wanna
to
just
have
run
one
this
golden
smooth.
rule: don't be a jackass.
Just don't, yeah.
Don't be no
that should be the
jackass.
rule that Adam Silver put in.
So
Don't
it's
be
like-
no damn jackass. man.
But people position you where you do have to be like, all right, bro, you know what? No off-balling. Or you know what? Know this, know that. No, you can't change a person's positions because if I let y'all do that, you're going to have Jokic being a point guard. You know what I mean? Now this shit is my team. But you have to babysit. And I think we just got to the point in the league where it's like guys have forgotten that there's people, communities, kids, and fans that we have to sell this game to. You know what I'm saying? Fans are the ones that watch when y'all could sell licensing and do everything, you know what I'm saying, and make money for the league. You know, now they got liquor sponsors, you know what I'm saying? Gambling has been a big thing. This is all because of fan interaction. You got to continue to sell the game, and you got to be able to do it in a certain way. But the NBA got a lot that they dealing with, man. A lot of people are speaking out on different things, a lot of different issues socially, politically, that people are looking at in a lot of different ways. And I know the last thing the NBA want to have to do is take some of that effort and energy and put it into fucking tanking.
yeah.
We got big things to handle out here, and y'all got us in here meeting up about fucking tanking because y'all got to be jackasses. Y'all can't just do this shit properly. You know what I'm saying? So
Is there where we just do it like the NFL? And the worst team just gets the pick.
I think that makes
that-
tanking
But like, no.
even
But
worse.
look, there's other stipulations.
Okay.
Like, if you're bluntly seen tamper with your lineups and thing, you no longer get a top 4 pick. You call doing it again, you no longer get a lottery pick.
They gonna
How
work.
could you prove that?
Yeah, they gonna work around.
DeAndre
it.
Hunter needed eye surgery. Sabonis needed surgery. So does Zach LaVine. How can you prove that I tampered with anything?
Well, the surgeries is something else. But like if you're clearly
That's
like
tanking though.
if you like sitting your guys in the 4th quarter and only playing your 3rd and 2nd string guys,
well,
that's
then
clearly,
they would just be hurt. They just wouldn't play him at all. And that's what I'm saying. How would you prove that Larry Marketing ain't got that bruised ankle?
Back
I guess
soreness.
essentially the league they had to bring in their own doctors.
That's just a lot going on.
Because some of them is like, a doctor can't prove to me that my abs hurt, right? My
Right,
abs are sore.
right.
Yeah.
And a lot
I'm
of
with
times
you.
it's
Yeah.
I'm
not,
just
I
thinking
see where you're
about-
going with
Yeah,
it.
because I think like if you seen blankly tanking, I bet. First strike, you don't get a top 4 pick. Boom, you seen doing it again, you no longer even get a lottery pick. I think that will put a lot of pressure on the owners and the coaches to like, okay, we can't even get caught
You know
doing
what that
this shit.
incentivizes though?
What?
Our team is literally going to be G League players. We're not going to
Yep.
roster a real NBA player. We're going to win
Yep.
6 games this year. And
Yep.
we're not tanking. This is
Yeah.
our real roster, but it's fucking us 4
Amari
and some other
Bailey,
2.
you ain't
That's what
got
I'm
to
saying.
take a Grand Canyon
it's
visit.
It's always
You got
gonna
to
be
go
some
back
type
to
of
college.
loophole,
All
man.
these dudes try to go back to college. We got a roster spot for y'all.
And money, because we got to get the salary floor up. They go $40 million.
Shit,
Change your lives.
I will be in that motherfucker.
We ain't going to practice. We're going to have one coach.
I will lead this podcast and book my flight immediately to whatever team that is saying. Because I'll make a fucking show for y'all. I'll make y'all money while I'm out here losing games for y'all. And I only need a 1-year contract. And I'm finna get hurt the 12th game into the season.
Fully guaranteed money, man.
And
you
we're
making
gonna,
it that far,
we
I
gonna
might
bring
make
the
a game four.
podcast. I'm gonna get y'all a podcast set up behind the scenes. We do a YouTube, we do a whole fucking Netflix series about this shit while y'all pay me. Got a whole business regime for that shit. But you also have to remember, D-Mills, like we talked about before, there is a set of people that exploit this. If it was that easy to figure out who's doing what morally, what right, they'd have been dead.
I just
That's
think
why-
I think the way to penalize these teams is more than financial. A lot of these teams don't care about a $500,000 fine. I'm gonna be honest.
Not
with
if it's gonna be the number 1 pick. I'm with
you.
you.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. So if you tell them, hey, you get caught doing this shit, you no longer have a top 4 pick.
How much money
they might?
How much money do you think a owner would pay for a pick?
A lot of money. Shit, I seen reports that
Especially
say
this year's
100 million.
draft.
No, I'm just saying in general. If we started the season, this would never happen. This is just me asking a question of how y'all gauge it. We come in here. I'm the commissioner now.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm auctioning off this first overall fucking pick this year. How much money y'all giving me? How much money? What do y'all think is the cap? Do y'all think?
I think it also depends on the prospect.
That's what I'm saying, just in
Yeah.
general. Because I know motherfucker would have paid $50 million for women. So we're just doing this year.
This year for Darren Peterson.
No, for whoever. Who
Oh,
knows? How you know AJ DeBonce ain't the
It's
number
hard to
one pick?
say without knowing what type of money these billionaires actually have. You know what I mean?
They got billions.
They do have billions, for sure. But like, I know C. Bomber's number 1. But
So like he would have all the leverage.
you have all, yeah.
Yeah, he would go get that
And he
pick, knowing
would be the
Steve
one.
Ballmer.
But give me a number. I'm just looking for a number.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10
I like the
5 to
idea
10
in
million.
this hypothetical where you don't know what the other owners put. You just write it on a piece of paper and slip it to
Oh,
Silver and say,
yeah.
yeah, the highest bidder gave $500 million for
Now,
it.
this-
You're like, fuck.
Is this?
Let's do for next year. Y'all don't need because y'all barely know this draft class. You don't know shit about
So
next year.
I'll say 5 to 10 million.
So the number 1 pick for next
5
year?
to 10 million?
It's the number 1 pick.
I think it's more than that. Fred VanVleet got $40 million. They was just willing to give Fred VanVleet $40 million a year.
Oh yeah, I guess, but
I mean, I guess it's not rookie
was-
money. That's
yeah,
like-
rookies don't make that money. You have to keep it within a rookie scale.
But this ain't his contract. You're you want
you
the
just
first
buying.
pick.
You give it to the NBA, and the NBA
Yeah.
gonna do whatever they do. 25 to 40.
25 mil.
That's gonna be crazy
25 mil.
if you go and you have a Zachary Research Day. No disrespect to that young
Yeah.
man, because I have nothing to root against.
Yeah,
I'm just
imagine
saying.
paying 25
That's-
million.
Bennett.
Yeah.
But I think that's where it goes to the contest because that draft class specifically, everybody kind of
I'm not
knew
even
it was
putting
just
the bid in for
but
that. Give me the ninth pick.
That
I'm
wasn't
good.
the case until we got to the draft.
Yeah.
Though.
So you
when
auctioned
we
off before
entered
the
the
season
year,
started.
you wasn't like, man, this draft class is gonna be weak.
D Mills was up there right to their face saying, man, well, how you feel about being part of this big draft class?
You supposed to be the first pick for this draft so fucking weak.
At
How
the
do you feel
draft,
about
though.
it?
But yeah, I see
At
what you
the
mean.
draft.
I see what you mean. But yeah, I think it just comes to like, because by that time, once you start really kind of gauging number 1 picks, even before then, you have an idea of who's going to be in that.
Because at the start, all of those prospects look great. If I show y'all the top guys for 2026, y'all gonna probably just be like, damn, He cold.
Yeah.
A lot of shit don't even get exposed until you get to college.
Yeah.
And you have all of these people analyzing every single thing.
Also, you don't.
Zachary Richardson was a dog. The fuck you talking about? But you know what I'm saying?
You also don't need the first pick too.
He
You know what I
also,
mean?
Alex
You can
Sarr
get
was
out
going to
there
be the
with
first pick too, but
That's another
he
great
also
point.
said
Yes.
he didn't want to
Yes.
go to the Hawks,
Yes.
so it
God
kind of
bless you.
did fall to
Thank you.
Zach.
Let's talk about a few of the ideas that the NBA hasn't talked about, but you see roaming around Twitter since everybody's talking about it. These two are super extreme, so
Dog
obviously
is maybe exaggerated, but
unrealistic.
Zachary Richardson was really good.
Okay.
That was a parallel where I could see him being a really good pro.
They call him Harry Barnes now.
What?
Harry Barnes. That's his NBA comp now.
I think you got to
Man,
start
Harrison
earning
Barnes,
shit.
a champion.
Yeah, Harrison Barnes is a really good pro. Let's relax.
I mean,
Yeah.
talk about a year two player. He can be Harry Barnes.
My mind, he can be anything and he want in this world.
Oh,
He's still.
you believe him way more than I do.
I don't believe in anything. I just know what it is.
Mr. Harrison Barnes is consistent as hell.
Yeah. The two extreme ones that we know won't happen, but I just want to talk about them. A, completely eliminating the draft.
I don't
This is
agree
the
with
one
I
that makes
hate
my
the
fucking
idea that- I
stomach
hate
turn.
this.
It's
I
just
hate
stupid.
this.
I hate when they be
I
out-
hate the idea of turning the draft into free agency. That shit, it just don't sound.
Shit pisses me off.
Yeah, because then like
Imagine you sign Zachary Richardson to that $30 million just because it's like,
But that's what you did. That's you. You gave him the money.
I think that's just stupid.
no.
Let's not have a salary cap then if we're doing that.
Yeah, but at this point,
I don't like it as an idea. I like it as a 2K video. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
That's exactly what it is.
I love it as a 2K video.
So are there certain teams that aren't eligible to be in this?
It depends on what your salary books look like.
how many
The
teams
Lakers can't get AJ DeBonta because they got Luka and all these other contracts, and they got to care about.
But
all
we gonna move LeBron for that $50 million. We gonna
That's
go
not
get
going to be
AJ.
enough. You can maybe get who's projected to go number 12, but you're not going to get like some of these guys, like a Cooper Flag last year, if there was no draft, he probably coming in with a $40 million contract.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There was also like the counterpart to this is that like those guys will just go to the small or big markets for a small amount of money, and Nike give them $50 million
Yeah.
just to be in the big
True.
market.
That's
And
true.
So yeah, AJ DeBonta
I
plays
just-
for
I
the
had
Lakers.
to-
also.
Then there's
hate
also
this
that world where you pay $50 million for Markelle Fultz because he was rightfully deserving and he was the number one guy.
Yeah.
That's
And
just
then
so
you
much
have
more
that.
added pressure. You already got the pressure of being like the guy is the first overall pick, but now I'm the guy on a
How do I
$50
even-
million contract.
How do I even keep him motivated?
Yeah, I
Fuck
was gonna say
injuries.
50.
How do I even keep
you
you
got
motivated?
50
You just
M's
made
already.
$10 million in college
Yeah.
and NIL. Some of these guys have endorsement deals while they're in high school. And then you get here and you have a $50 million contract in your first year. Now let's just say he ends up being Luka Doncic. How does his next contract pan out? Because he made 50 as a rookie. By the time he's made All NBA 4 times, won a league MVP, went to the finals, I got to give him $350 million a fucking year? This motherfucker's on a $2 billion salary?
The
the
Devin Booker
fuck?
money.
Shit, making more money than I own the damn now.
Yeah.
The second
He telling
one,
owner what to do.
hold on, let me see if I can pull this article up real quick. The second one is something that was proposed like 15 years ago. And basically, I sent it to my boy the other day. Mike Zarin is the guy's name that came up with the idea. I don't know if y'all heard about it. It's the wheel idea, where there is no draft lottery. There still is an NBA draft, but the pick that you are going to have, you know, for 30 years. Where every 30 years, every team gets one first overall pick. Next
Every
year, you might get the
30
eighth
years?
pick. Huh?
Every 30
Yeah,
years?
it's
It
one cycle.
cycles.
Oh.
Every team gets it once before you get it a second time.
So you're going to go through every draft pick.
You're gonna have every draft pick in a 30-year span.
You're
So
gonna
this
have
year
a
you might have
30.
first. Next year you might have 28th. You never really know.
Yeah.
And
so
this
a
is
team could
something-
essentially win the championship, but also have their number
It could be
one.
the year to get it.
Exactly.
Nah.
That sounds like a
it's a-
that
it
sounds
sounds
more
like a
so
cool
2K.
idea.
Yeah, it's a dope creative thought.
I think it gets rid of tanking again, but
Yeah.
there's also the exterior. Like the biggest point that people keep bringing up is like the year Kevin Durant was with the Warriors. What if they also had a
Had the
top
number
5
one
pick?
pick, yeah.
Like, oh,
Hey, that's the NBA fault because y'all would have known for 30 years that they was going to have
you
that
shouldn't
number one
let them
pick.
go get Kevin Durant. But yeah,
Can you trade your pick?
yeah,
then
you can still trade picks and everything.
We would see that. Hey, I'm finna have it. You know I got the number one pick next year.
Yep.
You want this number
Yeah,
one
and
pick?
that gives you no risk when you trade in your best player. Like, you trade Kevin Durant for a 2030 first round pick, you're like, maybe it's going to be something. But now we know in 2030, it's the we just traded for the 9th pick, the 12th pick, the
But now
third
I
pick
guess
here.
it limits it too because it's like when I give you those 3 first round picks that I'm giving you could be 3 top 3 picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I know for sure that that's going to be 27.
I also said in my video.
Or that could be, hey, that's my 1, 2, and 3.
Could. It could. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would give you, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I also said in my video that it eliminates the anticipation that comes with being a fan, right? The hope. If you are the Jazz or the Wizards, when you have an opportunity in the lottery to get the top pick, in this situation, you might not have a top 5 pick for the next 20 years, and we're shit now. So how do you, as a fan, get excited about the future if we don't have a top pick? And the lottery gives at least a little bit of opportunity to move up for a top guy.
I think you just hit the nail on the head for me personally. I think that's my big thing in all of the conversations with any ideas, whatever they're going to end up doing. I think I love that fan aspect because that's what always is going to be my foundation, is that 6-7-year-old fan that I was growing up. The draft lottery, free agency, the trade deadline, outside of the games, those things were always important for me, and they always got me out of bed and thirsty. You know what I'm saying? I used to go to NBADraft.net, and it would have a counter of like 29 days away from the draft. And all up into those days, I would do my own mocks, and I would, fantasize what the draft lottery was going to be. Are the Bulls going to get the number 1 pick this year? You know what I mean? Like, that's a part of the shit that makes you a lifelong fan. I used to print out scouting reports and try to match, can they go here? They used to have a thing when you could do your own draft and print it out.
Anytime like I do some draft research or I'm just looking at videos on YouTube, the first comment is always a team that's like, can't wait for him to be a Heat.
Yeah.
Can't wait for him to be a Hornet.
That
like,
shit makes you a fan for life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm 30 now. I haven't done those things in 20 plus years. But I still remember that Derrick Rose was Jason Kidd and Dwayne Wade. Like, when I see KB do videos of like, man, let's see what they compares were. I still can remember some of them off the top of my head because I printed those shits. I had a folder with those shits. So that is what made me get to this point. I can't be this version of myself as a media member, as a content creator in this space without that. And I just want to continue to sell that in an evolved way to people. You know what I mean? Like, we can't get past that because at the end of the day, that's what the game is about. That's why I love Joe Boy quote. I can't stop talking about that quote enough, where it's like, why did you want to get out here for All-Star Weekend? Because we're selling the game to our fans. This is All-Star Weekend where the stars are supposed to come out and put on a show for the fans that make this thing operate. Because I was supposed to, as a competitor, not be afraid to fail at the risk of not putting on a show for the same people that allow me to get $50 million a year. We got to just keep that as a central focus, in my opinion.
And the grander scheme, people at home, don't be afraid to fail either. That's not just an NBA thing. Take that risk, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's all I got NBA wise, at least. This is our first true full episode.
I think we should talk about this, the All-Star and the live show. And I do want to say, to me, that was as a podcast that can get off the rails on these long YouTube. I think that was one of my favorite podcasts we did. We kind of touched on everything.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun. I think all the exterior things, from the skit, from the Kahoot, from...
Oh, no, I'm talking about this episode.
Oh, this one.
This Saturday
episode was really
was
good
a
episode.
good
This was a really
basketball
good
episode.
Yeah.
We talked about playoffs. We talked about all of the different teams. We talked about tanking
tanking
and
issue,
fandom and all of these. And we threw out ideas. But yeah, let's get into the show.
My last idea for tanking, and I think it kind of fixes it, and this is my own original idea.
He finna say some silly
Just
shit.
give the first overall
I
pick
can
to the
tell.
Bulls every season.
I can tell.
And nobody would tank because you know who has the first pick.
I know y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like when that lip started to moonwalk, I know something crazy about to come over there. When Mike do this little stare, he finna say, "What the fuck you keep asking me for?"
But yeah, All-Star Weekend, LA, 2026. How would y'all just grade not the games itself, but just the time that we spent in
It was 10
Los
out of
Angeles?
10.
I think it
10 out of 10.
50 out of 10.
I think it was crazy, bro.
It's one of my favorite times of my life
This
with
was
y'all.
one of the first times where we went on a trip, and I felt like I was barely in the hotel room. Like, we was all
Yes,
kind
you
of
was
together.
out, Mike. I
I
give you
was
that.
out and
Mike,
about.
don't be
Mike,
moving.
Mike usually be in the hotel.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because you weren't in your hotel room either.
I was out there moving too. You know what it tied down for me when it comes to that? I feel like those times where we went on trips and I was in the hotel, that was when my mental health was at the weirdest place in my life. Where
Yeah.
like, and right now I'm like sunshine and
Roses,
rainbows.
yeah.
I'm
It
just
helped
like,
that
you know
we
what I'm
also seen the sun.
saying? The sun helps a lot, bro.
Yeah.
I got off that plane the first day and I'm like, I can't
Did you
believe
see
this
that
is
Darius
hot.
Garland quote?
No.
He said, I woke up and saw the sun and it made me like this trade better. I was
He said, I ain't never seen the
Nice.
sun in
I feel
February. It's
that.
been a long time since I've seen the sun in February, and it just
I
made
can-
my
I
whole
can
day
relate,
better.
bro. It was so crazy some of the days I just wore a shirt. Like I ain't need a hoodie, I ain't need a coat.
So this goes back to a
first-
conversation that me and Darrick
And I
just
hate
had.
LA normally.
My girl wants that to be the flag. She wants to plant the flag out there. She wants to move out there, live out there. And I'm such a Chicago guy through in and throughout. I'm such a family guy. I also understand what we do here. Anything that I do from a geographical standpoint is tied in with y'all. Vice versa. But me and Darrick was talking like, man, you live out here, and Darrick like, man, we do the motherfucking podcast in the winter out here. But it's like that is a real thing. The vibes was up.
Yeah.
So where I text my girl like,
I don't know if I could live in LA.
But just for the winter?
That 5 day span is good enough. But I don't know.
For at least our job too with the travel, it's good being in the
middle of
the
the
central.
Yeah, I feel like.
Imagine we had to fly from LA all like
To New York.
I hear you, but let's not act like
travel's not bad.
Travel's not the end all be all, but
Let's
I
not-
think
we
there's a
don't go to
little
New
benefit
York.
in there.
Yeah, let's not
really
act like
often.
motherfuckers are on and off the jet. We have periods
You
like when
never
we do
know.
a tour again, you know what I'm saying? But let's not act like we just jet hopping. We just Euro stepping all through the fucking US.
If we was in LA, the games would end early as hell.
Yes, there is true benefits of being a West Coaster in our job.
Yeah.
The games start
again,
at 4 o'clock.
Y'all, I'm not just saying
know?
West Coast though. I'm talking warm weather.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that my girl just loves the West Coast, but I think she's more centric to a warm weather.
I've talked to my
It
wife
helps for her mental health as well, the sun.
multiple times about like having a summer home, but obviously it's impossible for us because our
24/7
job is the
job.
summer.
Yeah.
I mean, is the winter. Our
Yeah.
job is the winter mostly. So like, I'm not about to pull up on Zoom to do numbers on the board. That shit is not. So so it's not realistic.
And then we travel, when we do be traveling, it is kind of the summer for the summer. We know
Yeah.
every year we're going to summer
That should be
league.
so
we might do
crazy.
something in the draft, which is summer.
Yeah.
Having us three up here, we all having fun. You just kind of peeping through the Zoom.
Yeah, that wouldn't. That
That
would,
shit wouldn't
Shit,
even
if you
feel.
went and got a summer home, you think I wouldn't try? It might not be a big ass summer home, but I would go
Nah, that
give me
put the pressure
something.
on y'all. We might as well move the whole fucking show in there.
Nah, this gonna be
If
my
one of
summer
y'all
home.
made a
Summer.
move, if one of
I'll
y'all
be
made a
here.
move, I would be a follower.
Okay.
And,
I would Airbnb
Y'all
my
heard
shit
it.
out while I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Do something, but it ain't that expensive.
You know what I like the most about it? We hadn't traveled together since basically last summer.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if that's like the longest because when we were with HOH, obviously we had the 7-place tour.
That was the longest.
we
'cause
was moving like every
missed
month.
Yeah.
Yep,
Summer
like
league.
once a month.
We
Missing
missed
summer league made it the
Summer League.
longest.
So was the NBA draft the last time we traveled together? And that's an asterisk because it was fucking Connecticut. And we didn't do anything. Like we literally went to work and we went to the hotel room and hopped on the flight back home. That was all we did. So we got to a place where like we actually hung out. Y'all went to the mall while I was in a meeting. Then I met y'all at a different mall and we just hung out like
the whole
boys.
time was a hangout.
Yeah, and it's just like we
Yeah.
hadn't had that, and it was so
We went to the
impactful
same mall twice.
for the farmers market, right? The Grove, and it was so impactful.
Hey, the girl, fuck with us, man.
It was so impactful that when I got home by like day 2 of us not doing the show, I'm like, fuck, I miss my
Felt empty.
boys.
Yeah.
bro, and that.
Because we don't even talk on Discord. Like usually you can fill that time with talking on Discord or something.
I had
Hey,
talked
I
to you a
looked at
little
the
bit.
Discord, the homeboys Discord. I was like, that shit been dry
This
for a
is
long.
dry,
I might have to click in there just to warm the room back up or something.
All it's gonna take is for one of us, cause like Terrence be saying stuff,
Yeah.
Kyron be on.
Right.
I had talked to you a little bit, cause I'm like, man, I kind of felt bad a little bit for KB, because it's like you want opportunities and you want a chance to grow. Even I want that for myself, right? Like I want to be able to go to Charlotte. I want another team. I'm interested to do that again. But the downside about that was that I had to do it by myself.
Yeah.
So the first thing when they brought that to me, I was like, hey, I know none of the guys can come, but to a smaller scale, I need Austin or Christian. I do not want to be going to Charlotte solo dolo.
Yeah.
And now the team is expanded to where I was able to have Christian. But in All-Star Weekend specifically, we landed together. Your flight had to move up.
I had to go
you
a day
would have been on
earlier.
that with us.
Yep.
That kind of disconnected you there from us. Because I don't know about y'all, but when we do shit together, I hate kind of flying by myself.
Same, 100%. Yeah. That's
so
why
you
on the way
had-
home I was so lit. I'm like, we all here, all of us.
I
You,
said right
you ain't in
behind me.
baggage claim by
behind-
yourself. You ain't in a security line by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have somebody to lean on. You go to an overwhelmingly gate and ain't no seats, but if you see
Yeah.
your homeboy, you can go sit next to him or something.
Yeah.
So you had that. We land. We in an Uber cracking jokes with the Uber driver. Darrick already know he want to go get tacos. We go put our bags down. We go to the dispensary, get a bunch of weed.
That was like
Almost gotta take-
that was like that shit was so scary that it didn't even make sense.
Yeah, almost homeless dude in the bushes jumping out on us.
KB, when I tell you it was like a jack-o'-lantern box, like he just rolls up.
No, you know what's,
Yeah, he didn't jump out. You're right.
Think about
he
how,
just
like,
rolls up.
He just sat
think
up.
of that meme of Homer popping out the bushes.
Yeah, he did that, something like that. But
Yeah.
faster.
But going
I guess
up.
he go, yeah.
He didn't come out. He went up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we immediately got it rolling there. They smoking. They getting so high that at one point, Darrick handed, again, I have never smoked with anybody. Like, I don't smoke at all. Darrick is like, yeah, man. And he give it to me. And I'm like, he's so high, I'm just finna take it and give it to Mike. And then Mike like, boy, what the hell is you doing? You handing it to P. He like, oh shit, man, I'm high as motherfucker.
Yeah, the whole time I'm texting y'all like, when y'all land,
Exactly.
when we gonna link? Because I was so bored that first day. This is not no shot. I went to the fucking Draymond Green podcast,
Oh,
the
right,
live
yeah.
Draymond Green show, because I needed something to do that night. And then eventually I hit y'all like, where y'all at? Nobody responded. And I was like, you know what? There's a 7-Eleven across the street. I'm gonna go get some snacks. I walk in the fucking 7-Eleven and there they are.
Oh, yeah, that was-
scratch offs.
Going fucking crazy.
That was like the craziest accidental link up.
You know what?
there.
That Dave's Hot Chicken was low key a hit.
So that's what I'm about to get to. So
Dave's Hot Chicken.
we did all of that, and it's like, damn, ain't no KB. We link up at 7-Eleven. We go to Dave's Hot Chicken. That Dave's Hot Chicken was a hit. Me and Mike have this inside joke that I wish. I'm actually glad y'all wasn't there because I feel like the greatest inside jokes have to be a 2-person thing, and it can kind of get expanded, and you can make, but nothing hits like a 2-man or 2-person type of thing. Me and Mike leaving out of Dave's Hot Chicken. Our boy Austin, he sat there to eat. That's some Gen Z shit. Me and Mike like, boy. Me and Mike like, bro, you got your shit to eat here? Like, we didn't even talk about it. Me and Mike just instantly got our
Got it
shit to
to
go.
go.
It was no discussion. You know what I'm saying? So we get our food. Mike wait for me. True, real player. You know what I'm saying? You always wait for your homie. And so we walking out together. It's a dude, I don't want to say he was homeless, but he may have been down bad. Maybe he was homeless. I just couldn't tell. And I don't like to throw terms on people that I don't know for sure.
I think he was.
He might have been homeless? Okay.
Because he walked into the Dave's Hot Chicken.
And then walked out, right?
He did walk out, but like his pants was super big. I don't know if you peep, but
That's
like
just Gen Z style. Austin with
nah,
big ass
but
pants
like
outside.
this is like he had like a size 50.
They don't fit.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
like he just put on. He had a belt though, but
Dog.
them pants is big.
The man, which this is not funny at all. This is coming from Chicago. This happen all the time. The man says to me and Mike, "Do we have any extra food?" We don't have any. I didn't even eat this food, brother. I'm just coming to get. This is a full thing of food. I ain't got shit extra, right? But before he asked, he say, I'm guessing he said something to you at first.
No,
But
he
Mike
just-
kind of hold the door open for me, and so I walk out first, and the dude like, "Hey, big bro," and so he like, "You got any extra food?" I'm like, "Nah, bro, my fault." He like, "No," he like, "Man, you good, you good, you good. Y'all be blessed." And so we go back to our hotel room across the street. Me and Mike get on the elevator. We walk in. Me and Mike on the same hallway. Me, you, and Mike was on the same hall on the same side. So Mike getting his key card, open up his door. I turn around. I said, "Hey, big bro," and Mike started fucking dying, crying. And all weekend, I kept, every time we would go to our rooms, I would start be like, "Hey, big bro," and I told him before on one of them, I'm like, "Hey, whenever a motherfucker needs something, you turn into big bro."
Bro, that's exactly what it is, bro. It's just like that's the only way. That's the only time people will say big bro.
When that
if
man
they ask
said,
for
"Hey,
some
big bro," I knew an ask was coming after.
But
didn't know
I
what it was
remember
gonna
that
be.
tweet. They said people would call a baby big bro if he got some money. And I'm like, man.
But I ended up asking you that or talking to you about that because, again, the point I was making was KB had some other obligations.
Yeah.
The NBA stuff that he was doing, which is really dope. And you want those opportunities. Like, anybody would be lying if they said they didn't want opportunities to grow and advance themselves as a group, number one, and as individuals. But part of him having certain obligations meant he had to be detached from us because we wasn't just going to sit in the hotel until he was done. We was going to get out and about. So we went to the mall, we went to Rodeo, we went shopping, we did all these things in the daytime where he wasn't able to, and it felt like we didn't really see him as much until the nighttime. So luckily we did some at night
Yeah,
because if
for
we
sure.
didn't have that, we wouldn't have kind of saw you at all. Even a media day scrum, you wasn't there. We even ran into Nikias and he was like, "Man, where everybody else at?" Because it was just me and D-Mill. It was like, "Oh, Mike over here somewhere, and who knows where the fuck KB at right now. He's not here though." And I even think I seen him tweet like, "Man, I ran into 3 out of the 4 of them."
I hit him up like, yeah, I'm sorry, because I was in meetings or in the NBPA shoot, which took
And I was like,
days.
"Damn, I kind of feel fake bad
That's
for
why I'm
KB."
so glad we
Where the
kinda
fuck was
had-
he at? The first time we went to the Grove, he wasn't there, right?
I was at the NBPA shoot.
No, not you. Him.
Oh, it was just me, you, and Austin.
Yeah.
I might
I
have
don't
been in
know.
a hotel.
I don't know why.
Wait, what day was this?
This is Friday.
This is before.
This is like rehearsal.
Oh,
Before we
this
went to
is-
rehearsal.
Yeah, before we went to
me-
rehearsal.
This before me and you went to that one shoot.
Yes.
I was just
No, this is before rehearsal. Because remember, we didn't go to that shoot until after rehearsal.
Oh, yeah, this is before rehearsal. I was just in a hotel room.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, I started to kind of think about all the time, like, damn, yeah, we ain't had no KB in that motherfucker.
Yeah, now you say it like that. Us hanging out at nighttime definitely made it a good week. Because all the other times, I literally was working.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
a team dinner. We went out a couple times, but without those, it would have been like, damn, good to see you.
And I'll be honest with you. Some of the meetings I was in, I was like, why the fuck am I here right now?
That's how meetings
I'm
are.
driving across LA for this meeting that's about to take 10 minutes and nobody's saying shit. Like, bro, this could have been over Zoom. You know what I'm saying? I know we want to be putting face to names and stuff. Some of the meetings, most of the meetings were good. It was like maybe one or two that I'm like, I don't even have to be here for this.
I ain't gonna lie. 83% of meetings that I be in could be text.
100%.
But it's just like, you know,
Yeah.
again, hearing a voice, chatting, different things like that. You know what I'm saying?
I did
Remember
get the
we used to
tour.
do that with HOH? We used to meet up like once,
A
2
week.
weeks, once a week, and then just be like, bro, we could have texted this shit.
Yeah. Y'all doing all right? Yeah, we doing all right. All right, we'll see y'all in a couple weeks.
Y'all got anything new? It's like, y'all supposed to bring us
You
something
right,
new.
we ain't got shit.
No, I did get the tour of my agency's like building.
Yeah.
That's the meeting that was when y'all was at Rodeo's, right off Rodeo. That shit was amazing.
Oh, they got a building off
They got a
Rodeo.
full, yeah,
that's
full
dope.
ass
Oh, wow.
building.
That's
It's
money,
like-
money.
That's dope.
and it's being
Renovated?
renovated.
Renovated.
So I couldn't get the full experience, but like I got up to that top room like shit. This is kind of raw.
Yeah.
Like these are people that negotiate the rock contracts. You know what I
Right.
mean? And shit like that. Bad Bunny sign here. You know?
Shit, I need to get in there with them.
Yeah,
Hit me
bro.
up, man. Plug the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Plug the plug. But hey,
Hey, big bro, you can get me in?
right, hey, big bro. That trip was so fun. I'm looking forward to the next one. I'm kind of mad that summer league is so distant. I
Yeah.
want us
Yeah,
to do
for
something before then, because we had such a good time. And the thing for me with these trips that kind of pissed me off a tad bit is you have to remember we're having such a good time in the midst of work that I feel mad that we haven't allowed ourselves to have a small guys trip where we wouldn't have to balance anything. It would just
Yeah.
be out there to have fun. So maybe, hey, put that on your horizon. It don't never have to be anything. We don't have to miss out on money. Let's
Right,
not
right,
miss
right,
out.
right.
Let's not spend money. Let's not miss out on money to spend money.
Yeah.
Right. But doing a day, an overnight trip, one night would be fun with y'all. Doing a small weekend. It don't have to be 4 or 5. It don't have to be a 7 hour to San Diego or one of those long flights. But we haven't been to New York together in a minute.
Yep.
There's a bunch of places we still haven't been. I've never been to New Orleans.
Me either.
All the
Yeah.
places we've been in life and all the traveling we've done, I've never been to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Atlanta ain't that far away.
Heard they got good wings.
They do. Me and Darrick know for a fact.
I be seeing the
I don't
clips. They be
remember.
pulling. They be
What was it,
opening
ABC
the
diner. It was
thing.
You
is
wasn't
big,
able to get
container,
on
that shit be
B&W.
steaming.
B&W. I knew it was some letters.
You wasn't able to
mine
get
got
a couple
stolen.
letters. Yeah.
Mine got
But then
stolen.
remember we
that
got
one.
Magic City baby ass wings?
Yeah, those was little as fuck.
You know what we should try to plan to do? We should try to go to a Lakers playoff game.
In LA?
You know, I just got hit up by my guy
Hell yeah.
who works with the Charlotte Hornets. He was out there. He was like, hey man, he commented on the video in the DM. He's like, I'm tapped in, like my boy. And he like, hey man, we made the playoffs. You and the guys need to come out here and have a show.
I would go to Charlotte.
I told him, I said, I ain't turning down no fucking
Yeah.
Charlotte. He said, I'm gonna talk to the heads. I said, you do that. Yeah. You do that. I ain't turning down no Charlotte trip. I said that before. Now they say I'm with the Hornets and I'm glazing the Hornets or whatever. But I said before I ever went out there and worked with them that Charlotte was the most underrated city I had been
Yeah,
in
we
my
loved
life.
Charlotte when we was in Charlotte.
Caught me by the most surprise ever.
That I still think about that lake house when they pop up on the snap.
And you know I
memories
know
and
where it's
stuff.
at.
How?
I looked at the pictures we took.
Yeah.
And it had the location.
I still remember that pizza we
Oh.
had.
We had pizza?
Remember?
I don't remember.
Did we
I
have
remember
pizza?
having pasta.
No, we walked into a market in them house
And they had
Jets Pizza.
Yeah, that
Oh.
Jets pizza.
That weak
Yeah.
ass pizza. I remember that diner we went to.
Yeah, that's the had the pasta. Yeah.
Yeah. I found the place.
Oh, you did?
When I looked at where we was at, I kind of retraced our tracks and I
I just
looked
remember
at
it was green.
I looked at the maps and it's in the same little spot.
Okay. Because I remember we went to Walgreens.
Yep, and we had that long ass receipt.
That was the first time I ever had a shopping cart in Walgreens.
That was the first time I think we ever used a business card. Like it didn't come out of our pocket.
Yeah.
Oh,
We had like the
yeah, I know
company
what you
card,
mean.
and we was like, man, fuck it. Barbecue Cheez-Its? Fuck it.
What was that? Honey
Oreo?
Nut Cheerios, milk.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
That was a good time, man. Fuck yeah. I can't wait till our next trip.
I think me and Darrick spent a lot of time together.
Because we had so many people between us, Austin, and Christian that we basically had to take 2 Ubers most places.
Yeah.
I love being with Darrick because the vibe Darrick give off of. Darrick make me feel famous. We at the Grove, right? And because we had rehearsal and we had another shoot, he walking around with that snakeskin duffel with a fucking white tee on, looking like he about business. And he walking in front of me, I'm kind of walking kind of behind him, and I stopped to myself, I'm like, bro, this look like he leading me somewhere, like he got my money. And we in there trying to go into Gucci, and he trying to open up the door and it's locked. And I'm like, damn, it ain't open. And it just looked like a security guard that's like, hey, open up, he trying to get in here. And I'm like, I'm telling you, if Darrick ever feel like getting into that mode, of, hey,
You can command a room for real.
watch that. And we saw it in the Friday skit.
Oh, yeah.
I want your sandwich. Hey, watch out, let these guys get through. Let these, but
And nobody gonna question it.
at all, bro, at all. And you don't know this because you. But when you doing shit and I'm looking around, motherfuckers looking and motherfuckers on Rodeo clearing out the street. That's why when dude at Go Yard was try to rush me, you should have been like, hey, take your fucking time while he go through them options. Dude have been like, you guys want some water?
What was your favorite part of it all?
Probably walking through Rodeo.
Wow.
It was just so refreshing. I don't know. That was like, for an outside mall, it was like so much.
I'm not even sure it's a mall. I think that's
That
just
shit's
a-
just
a
like a
strip.
shopping
that's just
district.
a
a
street,
strip,
Rodeo
yeah.
Drive, yeah. Kind of like Ocean Drive in Miami. Ocean
Yeah.
Drive don't have the shopping, but it's like party centric.
Yeah.
That's dope to me. Is it's not a mall. It's just like, hey,
Yeah, it's just a huge shopping district, I
Shit got
guess.
all high end.
that's for us. That's Michigan Ave.
Yeah, Michigan Avenue.
yeah.
And I've never even really shopped on Michigan Avenue.
Me either.
That's what kind of like Kith is kind of in that area where
Yeah.
it's
I
like
still gotta get down there.
Kith, Versace, Gucci, Louis, all this dude.
I don't know what my favorite. I mean, is it a cop out to just say the live show?
The live show was nice.
Live show
We
was
had such an incredible
those-
weekend. We just now getting to the live show.
Those basketball cards that one
Oh
girl
my
made
gosh.
for us.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And she made them
Oh
personalized
my
to
gosh.
each of us
Did we catch their
individually.
name? I don't think we got their
Oh no, I
names.
followed them.
I followed her too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
I
was
followed
like,
They
both of
deserve
them.
to follow. That was ridiculous.
That
For the
was
people at
so
home,
intricate.
We did a meet and greet for the last 2 hours of the show, and people came in. We got to see a lot of faces, a lot of names. It was just one couple that made custom basketball cards for us. And it wasn't just like, here's a picture of Kenny with his name on it. The back had personalized everything. It had the logos. It had the
It
description.
had like accolades.
Yeah.
Because she made 2 of them. She made the numbers on the board one, which she gave to all of us. But then she gave us all our own personal individual ones that had our own basketball
Yeah.
stuff on it. I was like, that is
And
just
we got
cool
a
as
lot of dope gifts. That was one of my favorite ones for sure.
Yeah, I could have never imagined walking out with my own basketball card.
Yeah. Shout out to them. That was dope. We got some cool jerseys from people.
Yeah. Someone even gave us a few of y'all really did bring us jerseys for the mannequin.
Yeah.
Like
You know
that was
what?
cool as hell.
The woman who came back and she gave us the card to read
Yes.
the article.
Yeah.
I love
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was
that
so
was-
and we all noticed her immediately.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
She like, do y'all know we remember.
Yeah, we remember
Yes.
you.
You and your husband.
You know, that was one of my favorite interactions. We got a lot of people that said this is my second to third show I've seen of y'all because anytime you're on the West Coast,
Well, it's supposed to be
I come.
coming out. Yep.
And she was one of those people. Yeah, if you're in Summer League or you're in San Francisco or Vegas or whatever.
Because she was at
would
our
come
San
through.
Francisco show, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We had
This is
somebody
her?
travel from London.
And her boyfriend
Yes.
is the one that's also in
Okay.
with the followed by.
Bet I'm gonna follow them right
So
now.
yeah, no, it's live show specifically, and I told this to the team, kind of like off. I don't want to say off the record because I don't care that it's public. But for me, we have experience. Number one, I'm so proud of us. We have experience in this shit. Like
Thanks.
we have we have a cachet of shows and we know how this shit go. Even with the team, it's kind of like, man, you know this. Yeah, we like, man, we got this shit. Then y'all stressed to do it. You worry about if the lights gonna come on at the right time. I know when we get on that motherfucking stage, we know what we doing. Y'all, we barely need to have a rehearsal.
Yeah, so it was so much anxiety from production to be like this and this. Like, bro, let us cook.
We got this.
It's like our 12th live show.
Yeah, exactly. We have
Everything runs
experience.
smoothly. We've never had
always.
any hiccups. Nothing ever has gone wrong.
But I mean, it worked, right? The production team that was putting the stuff on screen. I think
Yeah,
their
all
time
that
was-
shit matters.
all that
Is
shit matters.
so
Sure.
damn
Shout out,
fun.
They
shout out
did
to
their
DJ.
thing.
DJ
But
was
like the
great.
idea of us being there and needed to go over lines, we ain't finna do all that shit. No, I'm not doing this
I
shit
remember when we
twice.
first started, one of our first live shows at HOH, we did a rehearsal like 9 times.
You were there for like 3 hours.
It was so
It became robotic.
ridiculous. Yeah.
I know what KB's answer is finna be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
I
like
think those were the live Twitter show back in the day.
yeah, it never
Yeah.
had to be that
Then you
like
get on the
that.
panel with like J.R. Smith or
He
something?
was Nick Young.
Nick Young.
He was still in the answers.
He was still in
I
there.
And then you
was.
on a live show now, they ain't got a real answer because you done heard the answer so much that you done stole it.
Did Nick Young had the all blue fit on?
Yep, with
Yep,
the
he
off
did.
The
whites.
off-white ones.
Yep,
I remember
yep.
that. That was Jack Harlow's.
Yep.
Yeah, that was Jack Harlow before he blew up.
Before he blew up, man.
Yeah, that's nuts.
And then when I linked with Drewski said that Jack had told him about us because of that.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, motherfucker don't follow us or nothing. He just telling you
Just
about
know.
it.
Yeah.
Come on,
That's
Jack.
why the
know.
NBA too. Everybody be knowing
Right.
but nobody be following.
I feel like that was the best show we ever had, number one, because of how we did it. We've been on tour, and always our mindset was to do this, but just in front of a live crowd. Yeah. I feel like that this time we created a world, the numbers on the board, enjoy world, and we brought them into the universe, and they got a taste of everything. And I'm so excited to go on an eventual tour with now having done that.
Yeah.
So now we got a skit game, we got a skit element, we got the Kahoot, where Christian was able to bring the Enjoy Basketball YouTube shit into that universe. And so now you come to the show, you're getting that live show, right? We had an incredible guest in Joakim Noah that I
Noah
felt
was amazing.
significant to us, but also it's so significant to the basketball community that a lot of people was going crazy for that. We had the intro songs, we had
Yes.
the fit contest, we had Drop the Mic, Mills Man of the Week, Cap or No Cap, we had all Unplugged, we had all of these things that is like a full show versus just watching the pod live.
Yeah.
And to continue to build on that and elevate that, and I know once we actually get the tour started and we understand what we're doing, we're gonna have all of these ideas to work from. And now I think it's just gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
I think we stepping into a new form because it ain't just everybody's doing that. Hey, we doing a live pod, come. But no, now that you come and we might have a Friday
It's
rendition.
not a podcast, it's a live show.
Yes,
It
it's
is
a show.
more than
It's a show.
yeah,
The next thing we have to do is get strippers that just dance. They dance on the fucking side of us while we
It's
doing
heavy
cap or
on
no
it.
cap.
It's heavy on the entertainment factor.
Yeah,
You know what the real next one is? And
it's a fucking experience.
I'm only half joking. Like a concert.
For real though, it's the same thing as
it
like
ain't no for real because me and you the only ones that ain't scared to get in the fucking booth.
I'll get in the booth.
But that was
I might
act-
cut the verse after, but I'll
That
get
was.
in the booth.
I'm glad you said that though, because last night I had an idea that popped up that I want to do for my channel, where I just want to bring each of y'all, including Austin and Christian, and I want to do a video where I help y'all make a song. I'm only helping y'all by recording y'all.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put together a playlist for all y'all with 5 beats that I think fit y'all. Y'all pick the beat and y'all come in and make a song and we put it out. And we just record the process will be over there.
you know I ain't got no problem with that. You got to look at them other.
It was
guys.
these other guys.
I'll be
out
all right.
there.
I'll do it.
But
I'll get on the beat.
going back, it's the entertainment. It's like, yeah, KD might have Earl Sweatshirt as his favorite, like one of his favorite artists, but for going to an actual show, Earl's probably not gonna be as like engaged and entertainment. He's gonna go up there and do his damn
His
song.
show, yeah.
But like, there's artists over there that are just have the entertainment part on lock. My girl says she'll go to a Beyonce concert no matter what the damn tickets are. Not just because of music, because it's how she does her concerts. It's more than just singing her song. It's in the engagement. It's the energy. It's everything else. And I think that's one of the things that gets people to pay whatever. And then also, I'm always coming back. Every time there's a show, I got to see it. I
tried
have to be there.
To make you do that live, that we were in Toronto, that was right after your album drop, and I told them to play it, and I was like, come on, Mike,
But
let's
for
go
the
rap this
meet and
song.
greet, yeah.
Yeah, you weren't fucking with it.
He kind of did a couple lines and that was it. Yeah.
Nah, I'm
But
back
you know,
with it. I don't do shit. My style ain't free. That's what.
I feel what you
okay. I
said
got
though,
you.
what you're saying, because after when Flex was signed, when he first got signed, it was like, hey, you know, we real cool with OVO, so we're gonna have y'all go out there for Drake's show with 21 Savage in New York. It was at the Garden, so they allowed us to come, and we was able to see everything firsthand. And that motherfucker is one of those Beyonce levels where it's not just a concert.
Yeah.
Dog, he got floating condoms in the air for what's the song you have? Future, the sexy, too sexy.
Too Sexy,
yeah.
When these songs come on, there's things floating like in the these huge ass.
Yeah.
Thing. Him and 21 Savage came out. It's a floating fucking knife.
It's an experience.
It's an experience.
more
I
than
went to
just
a Drake
show.
concert years ago. You went to the same one. We went on 2 different days. I went when he
Yeah.
brought out Kanye.
Yeah.
That was Drake and Future.
Yes.
The motherfucker
Summer
Drake
16.
is floating.
Yeah, he was.
I seen the
literally-
clip.
Yeah.
And it's a show. It's an experience versus just like I'm gonna do these songs and get the fuck on.
Right.
And it's like we're
And now he added the element where he's walking through the crowd at the beginning of the concert.
Yes, he did that as well.
So yeah,
Yes.
now he's doing that too.
yes.
Wow.
But it's like these experiences that are just like, and I feel like we took a huge step this past show. Where I'm like, bro, we could sell this to 20 cities. I ain't gonna lie. We could sell this to all 30 NBA teams need to come get a piece of this because we do this during the season. Don't let us get an off-season show because then you just get an unplugged for 2 hours. Oh my gosh. Don't let our guest bag get deep because all we got is athletes. Don't let us get a motherfucking, don't let Mike Epps, we somehow get Mike Epps on that motherfucker. We somehow get the Drewskis of the world. Don't let us get our boy, you know we can call RDC. We got friends in this shit. Slow down. We ain't even got into the friends bag yet. Come on now. But yeah,
Nah.
don't let us make it a full thing where we like rappers, where we call up some of our podcasts. Hey, come open up our live show.
That would be
Fuck is you talking about? We got a football play. Y'all like football? We doing the live tour. We doing a tour at the start of football. Hey, we gonna have this football. Will LeBron say, hey, here go a deluxe.
Here go 30
2 more. Yeah, here go 30 minutes of football. Fuck is you talking about?
A show opening for a podcast would be fucking
Nuts.
crazy. And then we end up being late, like all rappers actually end up being.
Hell yeah. Hey,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
hey, make y'all segment 10 more minutes longer.
You know, rappers are notoriously just late.
I think the only one downside I had is I'm doing so good. We were in the second Uber on our second night out.
Yeah.
In the last 5 minutes of that drive, I had like a panic attack.
Oh,
Which
shit.
one? Wait, which one?
I
The
didn't even
second
know.
night we went out, the last night we went out.
Yeah.
Obviously, y'all would know because
On the way there, on the way
on the way
home?
there.
Okay.
And I don't know what triggered it or anything, but I was sitting there and y'all was obviously having a conversation. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, I wish these motherfuckers would shut up right now because I just need that
The silence?
The
Why you
silence.
didn't say nothing?
Because I knew it was gonna pass. It
We would
only
have shut
lasted-
up though. We would have helped it pass, is what I'm saying.
No, I think that every time I like publicize that it's happening, it gets
Make
worse.
it worse? Okay.
So I'm just like, I'm gonna sit here.
You had that one time we was in the Uber. You was like, man,
Vegas.
Hey,
Vegas.
the
Vegas.
whole car, the car got quiet for like 5 minutes. Ain't nobody know what.
Yeah,
was
we
going
said
on.
we said shut up. We all just shut up instantly because the motherfucker
Vegas was
said
the worst
his stomach
panic
was hurt.
attack I've ever
He was
had in
leaning
my
over.
life.
It was nothing. Imagine him
I
doing
didn't know
all
if he
that.
was
We
in a
like, hey,
boo-boo or
you want to go to?
Yeah, because a lot of the time,
Ice cream?
a panic attack for me is like it feels like I have to vomit. So like when I was leaning over and stuff, that's like I'm trying not to throw up right now. And I'm like, man, I don't know what triggered it. But that was it was a 5 minute span. By the time we got out that Uber, I was like, shit, check me into the club. You know what I'm saying? I was good. But that last 5 minutes for whatever reason. But yeah, it was a great time. Got to hang out with, I think I know Christian more than any time. Like I know more about Christian because we got to hang out with Christian outside of the work environment. So that was cool.
It's fun bringing him and Austin into our extravaganza because we've built up what we do when the sun go down and when we traveling. You know, when you turn into them vampires and nobody else knew. And then we got to
Got to match what
Hey,
we got
you
going
know what?
on.
Now I think about that club we went to. Not only was it like fun, just 'cause
Not
y'all
too
was
much,
there.
Mike, because you're a notorious
I'm about to speak
spiller.
for my. I'm about to
Okay.
speak for my. No,
he
I'm
is
speaking
a
for
bean
myself.
spiller.
He is a notorious spiller.
I'm glad that it was really like super low key.
I agree, 100%.
And again, we ain't no damn Drake or nothing. Like we throwing millions or
But
thousands.
when we was in that motherfucker, it kind of felt like
But,
Drake.
but it felt like, bro, I had a smooth $50 to my name, and I'm throwing it out. bartender walk past something, he'll take a little down. I feel like the man, and I'm only walking around with, $50 to $100. So I was like, I love the fact that it's low key, man. I felt like I was the man in there.
That's so funny.
I didn't like it.
You couldn't even have liquor. Why are you giving a bartender a tip for the water?
I
gave me hot tea.
I tipped them too.
And hot tea for the,
Hot tea.
I'm tipping.
As somebody who has taken on some of the responsibility of finding places, right? It's been me and Darrick. Darrick led
Y'all
the
do your
ship.
thing. Yep.
And I wanted to take some of that off of Darrick because that was supposed to be some of his bachelor party shit. Even though I still called and made him talk because he got that voice.
Y'all got sections.
Y'all gonna be open?
Oh, bro, no, that whole, I had to tell my girlfriend about that conversation. That shit pissed me off.
Off of that alone, we shouldn't have gave them bitch ass motherfuckers no money. What are they talking about? He told me, no, probably not on a Friday night.
Ain't no
And we
section.
walk in, we the only motherfuckers.
and we ended up getting a section.
Easy,
So
yeah.
why would you lie to not get money, you stupid motherfucker?
He made it sound like they was popping.
Yeah, it kind of made us maybe want to go there even more. It's like, it's not to be going crazy.
We walk in.
Y'all do walk-ins? He said, yeah, you can do walk-ins.
Then we walk in and do like, oh man, y'all in this motherfucker. It's 6 of y'all.
Hey, my name is so-and-so. If you ever come back, ask for me.
What
Y'all got any more coming?
That motherfucker asked us, this is the first time I ever heard this asked to me at this club, because we've been to a few clubs. He said, what's y'all type?
Yeah.
What the fuck you talking about? I ain't here to find my fucking wife.
Women is
What the
my
fuck?
type, actually.
But I ain't like, so I say all that to say, Mike, I always make sure we go to a low-key club.
I like.
I'm
the
never
low-key
looking
one.
for a popping
You know,
club.
this All-Star weekend, we might pop in and it's.
Yeah, I had to
you
make
don't know
sure.
who in there.
I made sure it was the lowest of keys, so we wouldn't.
I think that San Francisco one was like the most popping one we've been
No,
to. But that
Tootsies.
shit was like
Miami
Tootsies.
one.
Tootsies.
Oh
Tootsies.
yeah, but no, I'm
Miami
talking about
was-
like quantity of people that was there.
Oh, okay.
Because when we went to Tootsie's,
That bitch was busting. We were just the real money throwers that night. That's my point to
Yeah.
you.
True, we were.
Darrick had a moment where we was going to the Grove. Excuse my language, but I'm gonna say what he said. He looked at me. He said, "Man."
He nervous about. I don't know what he said.
He looked at me. He said, "Man, last night was crazy, man." I'm like, "Yeah, I had a really good time." He like, "No, man." He's like, "It's feel like we them niggas." So I stopped. I stared for a second. I say, "Cause we are."
Yes.
Like, what are you talking about? He like, "No, but last night we made it pop." I say, "Darrick, I'm not trying to hype us up in no way, shape, or form, because it ain't like we go to these main big clubs.
Yeah.
We do what we do on purpose. We in these low-key spots. But every club we've been in, we are." He like, "But yeah,
I know what you mean though, Darrick, because since then I've been feeling the same fucking way. But I've been waking up every morning like, yeah, you really are.
But I want to remind y'all that we went to a club that Drake shouted out on a huge song. And we was them in that club as well.
Yeah, I can't even. lie.
They swept the floor in a main primetime strip
Mike
club.
got a whole album based on the floor.
Yeah.
When we
That
went to
shit
the
is
club.
I want y'all
that
at home to know they came with garbage bags to take the money. So
That
big
was
club,
crazy.
we just prefer low key shit.
But we did go to the big club. It was still them that night.
The low key when you ain't even got to do the full float cover though. Like
All he got is his feet.
yeah, but Darrick went in again. It's his bachelor party, and I'm like, it's his bachelor party. He shouldn't have to spend a single dime if he don't want to. So boom, here go whatever. And I just remember when we first got there because we went to a gentleman's club. So like, there's a main stage. Yada. Darrick walks over to his seat, and I'm just watching him with these money piles. I'm like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? He really is that dude, you know?
Yeah.
And to the point where we sitting at that main stage. I'm
Hey,
sitting next
I
to
think
Darrick.
we gotta teach our fans something too. If they ever go to a club or whatever like that, and you sitting at a round table, you sitting at the main stage, don't pull your phone out and start recording. Don't pull your phone out and start recording. Ain't nobody up here doing it.
Yeah, no, nobody up here did it.
I gotta object to that.
I ain't saying you can't test, but I'm just saying don't be doing the Mobamba stuff or whatever.
That's fucking. That's
Yeah.
what they was doing when he said this shit.
I'm
don't know.
assuming
No
that's
idea.
what somebody was
I
doing.
thought he was just on his phone. If
Everybody
you're recording
having
a stripper,
good
you are
time.
nuts.
Everybody having a good time. The
If
DJ.
you go to a gentleman's club, a strip club, and if you go to a nightclub,
Yeah.
and you just with your phone now, I'm gonna be like, bro, get him the fuck away from me.
Live in
That's
the moment,
crazy.
man.
That's crazy.
DJ
But
had to say, Hey man, I don't know who taught y'all to be in no club or got no etiquette, but
Strip
y'all better
club
put that
etiquette.
damn phone down. He cut the music and everybody stopped, bro. Like the
The
whole.
only objection I make to that, because he was saying stuff over the mic and I see my boy Christian reacting to based off what he's saying. Hey man, when you the top spinners, you do whatever the fuck you want to do. Now I'm not recording shit, but he was saying that and I was like, I'm getting my text off. What are you talking about? I'm doing whatever the fuck I want to do. Hey man, y'all up there close, you gotta be because we stopped throwing money and shit we weren't interested to see. Hey man, y'all sitting
That
close,
shit
you
was
gotta throw
actually
that money.
pissing
I
me
ain't
off.
throwing shit. Fuck are you talking about? Throw what I want to.
One of my favorite visuals is seeing Christian with a mug of tea in the club. See, that shit is, I will never forget it.
Oh,
We had
I was
to
saying,
drink
did you
tea
get a
'cause they
picture?
had-
But then dude would have got on your ass.
Yeah, because
They ain't had no
he wasn't
liquor.
just, you know how you get a teacup, you sip it. He was holding it like it was the winter night over the fire.
Bro, I'm dead.
I'm like,
dead.
oh hell no, Christian. I mean Shane.
Shane Battier. Hell of a time though. Hell of a
Great
time. You know, my favorite time of all of that is when we decided to leave and the DJ was like, oh no,
Said, please don't go.
can't let them get out.
And it's I want to tell the people, it's not about the environment. It's about being with the guy. Bro, Mike had me dead multiple times over 2
Mike
minutes.
is a character. In
Just being
yeah.
funny. Like
He's a character.
Every song that came on, Mike told me, who picked this song? And in real time, that shit was so funny. Because you knew the answer every time.
Yeah, the girls kept saying, like, I picked
We
this
pick
song.
our
I
own
picked this
songs,
song.
yeah.
So I was trying to hype them up. Like, this
And-
my motherfucking shit right here.
And to you artists, get tapped in with them strippers, man.
They're for real, though.
They played that Bankroll Fresh, rest in peace, and that Jeezy, it's all there.
Oh,
That motherfucker was
That
the
all
song of
there.
our weekend because Darrick that man Darrick took the money piles KB was talking about. He said, it's all there. He had throw it on. Hey, it's all there. And we got in the
Motherfucker go
Uber
to
and
the
played
beat.
that shit, bro.
Yeah, no, that shit was so
That
hard,
was a
bro.
song of the, that was,
Yeah, that
that's
was a song of the week.
all of those girls had great taste in music.
They
except-
did.
Sure did.
Except a couple. You would get like that, and then somebody would come with some depressing ass slow music. It's like, sweetheart, they just played a trap song. Like, read the room.
I think we only got like 1 or 2 rock songs, which we'll take. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was
our other place that we go to, that's they bag, the
Yeah,
rock shit.
yeah.
It's like, bro.
it was a great time, man, with the guys. This is my first time working with Devin, like on site. You know,
Yeah.
he'd been in the
Yeah.
studio a few different times.
Devin be on it.
Devin was on his shit in that
he
NBPA
was.
shoot, just like in the live show too. He was
Yeah.
really like making sure things was efficient in time and making sure we did this, we could do that, and I really appreciate that because, like you mentioned, sometimes you go on those shoots by yourself. You kind of need somebody that you know, and we know Devin well enough where like he was my guy during those shoots, and I'm an awkward ass dude, especially with like these players that I talk about on a daily basis. So Devin kind of eased that pain because he knew Iggy already, so that was kind of
Yep.
a foot in the door. And
I don't-
shout out to Devin.
Yeah, somebody said it already, but that team dinner was super nice, too.
Yes, it was fun.
Super nice.
You sat on the other side, so we ain't really get to talk to you much, but we was just chilling.
yeah,
You know,
same thing. I was just chopping it up with everybody over there.
Cool to see like that's almost everybody that works for us.
Yeah.
Like at one dinner, which is nuts. You know, we built a team of I think it was 13 seats. That's kind of crazy to think about from a little old podcast that started, you know, with Jason Collins instead of John Collins.
In the living room.
Jason Collins.
Jason.
Man.
I gotta look at that picture, the thumbnail from the first episode, because I gotta look at your landing again.
That
Oh,
shit.
on my kids, Mike. I was laughing at that shit yesterday. Hold on, bro. Hold on.
His lining is fucking crazy.
Oh my
Your
God.
landing and that shit is insane.
Somebody fucks you up and you was like, I ain't wearing a hat or nothing. You was like, I'm fucking with this fucked up cut.
Cause I swear to you, cause I was looking for a picture of like a of me like from years ago before I started to care about like lifting weights and doing all of this, and I'm just going through old pictures, and I remember seeing this, and I was.
Do you have a
fucking
screenshot of
dead.
picture that's up there so you can bring it back to the
Yeah,
front?
same. Or you just
That's what I
favorite
probably
it.
should've
Sometimes
did.
I would just favorite it. So
I used
way
to do
it's in
that,
my
but then I
favorites.
favorite so much that it goes to the bottom again.
Oh my God, where is it, bro? But yeah, you was in them motherfuckers looking crazy, Derek. But
I
think
didn't
we
feel
all
like it
were.
at the time.
No,
Yeah,
looking
we-
back from how we are now to then, we all was looking fucking crazy. I had some wiry shit up top.
Oh, bro, I might have to just look at some old you.
Motherfucker look like a dinosaur.
Please send me that picture.
Motherfucker look like Nate Thurman. Motherfucker look like your name Daryl Dawkins.
And it's a fresh cut too.
It is.
Motherfucker look like Jay Sean Tate.
If you bogus with a fresh haircut, you got to start looking at what you just bring else to the table.
What the fuck is this picture?
Oh, that's around the time you just screenshot the Snapchat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Motherfucker look like Cedric the Entertainer.
Bro, why your head so long?
Why you doing this too?
That's that Bulls Christmas.
That Christmas
That shit was wrong.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, I got tears running down my face.
Oh man. Boy, your ass look crazy. Then you have a mustache, no beard.
That's because Portillo's didn't let you keep the beard.
Motherfucker look like a fine young man. Oh
Oh
man.
shit.
Hey, bro, you done glowed up like crazy, bro. I think I be looking at old pictures of all of us and be like, damn, it took us a little bit, but I think we figured it out. We all figured it out eventually. Bro, you real like crying.
I can't stop looking at
And
this
I
picture,
love
bro.
Darrick because he opens himself up to allow us to just do this, to just laugh. Because there's a video they just posted that was not intentional. I couldn't have intentionally done it. I just started crying during a live show thinking about you getting jumped.
Oh.
I just looked at Darrick and was like, this motherfucker really got jumped. And like tried to tell us that they was just jumping him. He left out half of the story for like 7 years.
It's crazy. I tweeted
Oh, wait, he
about it.
told
In 2014, yeah.
he told the principal no, but it was in his head.
Yes. Yes. Say, I'm steady bringing Portillo, the teacher, like, stop doing that.
Told
I
us
say
that no.
It's like, damn. I'm like, damn, you was like that, Darrick?
He said, no, I said in my head.
I ain't know you got down like that, D-Man. It was, we in different grades. What they say when you said that? Oh, no, I had said that in my head.
And now they can just have off-campus lunch.
Yeah.
I started the trend. I was the one.
You were the one.
I was the one who set this up for y'all, so y'all need to be appreciative at his
The thing is, you have always been him. You just took a while to realize that you're him.
yeah.
Realize you that dude.
Y'all, I'm the one who made y'all had it. You crazy.
Now we got too many inside jokes on the fucking pod. Hell no. Yeah, man. One hell of a trip. Can't wait for the next time or the next episode of Numbers in the Voids, which will be on Tuesday. Be sure to tune in. It's been another great one. We will see y'all next time.